Okay, everybody. You know what time it is? It is Wednesday, right? That means that it is intellectual evolution area episode. All right. We got 15 of them joints. You know what I mean? Damn. 15 episodes, man. Ooh, evolution. We've been cranking them out. You've been cranking them out. We've been cranking them out. You know what I'm saying? But let me drop my music real quick. Let me find it up. Fire this thing up. Let me see which one I want to go with.
Yeah, it's amazing that we're at 15 already.
Already at 15. You know what I mean? Let me take a quick pause for the cause, man. Introduce my peoples that's, you know what I mean, checking in on the comments. You know what I mean? Good morning to Stan Joseph. Good morning, good morning. Also, salute to my man Grizz. What up, what up, what up? Salute to Ruby Doll. What's going on, what's going on? As always, the link is pinned in the chat in various social media platforms, okay? If y'all want to come up, the link is here. All right? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. We here for y'all today, man. Let me introduce, you know what I mean? My sister Evolution, you know what I mean? What's going on, what's going on? Also, the homie Smitty, what's going on, what's going on? You know what I mean? Before I get into the topic, what's going on with y'all today, man? Let's chop it up real quick. What's up?
I'm gonna be honest. It's been a great productive day. You know, I got some great plans for the weekend. You know, I'm just happy to be living and being able to be around my sisters and brothers. Like I'm real grateful for this life. I cannot complain about anything. It wouldn't matter if I did anyway.
I would say on my end, yeah, definitely, toast up. Cheers to being someplace where everybody wants to go, where everybody knows your name, all right? And they're always glad you came, all right? Nah, seriously though, because see, you want to be where you can see that troubles are all the same. Why? Because you want to go where everybody knows your name. That's right. That's right.
Bravo.
Just freestyle that. That was off the dome. That was off the dome. That was off the dome.
NBC, please don't copyright us. Please don't copyright us.
What? I'm just saying. That was off the dome. That was off the dome.
That was definitely off
Rock
the dome.
out. They can't sue us for a freestyle.
I liked it.
And I can tell Smitty's a cheer guy. I'm more of a taxi guy. Remember the show Taxi?
Oh,
Come on now. Everybody remember that goddamn instrumental theme song through the bridge and shit, nigga. We all remember that shit.
Yeah.
We gonna do a show about old school shows very soon, y'all. Okay. All right, because I really want to start doing some more fun topics, and we definitely gonna get into that. But before I keep going, Ruby Doll, what's going on, girl? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Much love to everybody.
Hey, Ru.
Hey, what's up? I'm so happy when I can chill with y'all. So thank you.
Yeah, we
definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the link again for anybody who is on different platforms. If y'all want to come up, y'all can definitely come through. All right. What else? But yeah, I'm about to get into the topic. All right. The topic for tonight is light skin versus dark skin. All right. We're gonna talk about colorism a little bit. Okay. It's gonna get real. All right. You know what I mean? Is this a real thing? All right. Let me jump. No, I hate MASH, Stan. I hate MASH. Oh my gosh, do I hate MASH?
I ain't like MASH either.
Hey. MASH came on after In Living Color and or The Simpsons. Yep. And you knew it was time to go to bed. When that helicopter started coming down, I don't know, niggas just got real sleepy. Just real sleepy. Never made it past the full theme song. But rock out.
I tried.
And then the theme song, tell you the theme song. Oh man, turn that shit off. Now listen, look. If you want to do a marathon with me, I'm old. Okay, I'm aging myself, but I don't really care. I'm about to turn 40, whatever. Listen, old school honeymooners. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Evolution. You already know. Channel 11. You already know, girl.
New Year's. Yes. Oh man! If you really have to go nowhere, you just come on and watch the honeymooners all the way until the next day. You know.
Yeah. Remember what was before that one, right? And Evolution, you know this. You know this because we in New York. You know what was before that. Before they started shutting honeymooners, they had the Twilight Zone. Remember that?
Oh, I was scared of the Twilight Zone. I know exactly what you're talking about. I ain't like that dude talking me out every time.
The old Twilight Zone with the creepy dude in the black and white.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
I couldn't take that. Now, if I watch anything and they start talking like that, I turn it off because it reminds me of that.
Nah, real talk. Nah, you're right about that, Soap, because my mother used to watch that Twilight Zone and the other black and white zone for some reason. I don't know why. It was creepy to me, but Alfred Hitchcock. That shit for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was a kid. Yeah, it used to fuck with my head a little bit too. But go ahead though.
Wow, I really liked I Love Lucy.
Oh yeah, I love Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah, we all did that. We all did.
That's right.
That's yeah. Nah, that was the shit.
Yeah.
Lucy, I'm home. Oh man. Let me get to this video, y'all. We reminiscing right now, but let's get to this video. All right, let's get to the video. Okay. And I'm glad StreamYard has updated their share screen policy. Y'all made it a lot more convenient for me. Thank you, StreamYard. Y'all stepping your game up. I like it.
Bam.
Fair use as always. Okay. Let me drop my fair use banner so y'all know what time it is. Let's get it going.
About the light-skinned elephant in the room and why it keeps getting all of the attention. In the world of pop culture, darker-skinned women have frequently gotten the short end of the success stick. Just consider the most successful Black female singers in the last decade. You can probably come up with dozens of names, including Alicia Keys, Ciara, Mariah Carey, Jhené Aiko, and of course, Beyonce. But can you name even 5 deeply melanated female pop stars? I mean, we did have Brandy as Cinderella, but that was 20 years ago. Wait, was it? From Lena Horne, the first Black actress to sign a major studio deal, to Halle Berry, the first Black actress to win a Best Actress Academy Award, lighter-skinned and often mixed-race women have usually broken through society's biggest barriers first. Now, this isn't to say they weren't hardworking or didn't deserve it, but Black people with lighter skin, straighter hair, and more Eurocentric features have always been more likely to be given the paltry number of opportunities to access white spaces and institutions. This is the reality, but why? Now, before we answer that, we gotta say, who's considered dark-skinned or light-skinned is all relative and definitely varies from culture to culture. But for our purposes, when we say light-skinned, think Nicki Minaj, Zoe Kravitz, Rihanna, Zendaya. And when we say dark-skinned, think Viola Davis, Kelly Rowland, and Lupita. The roots of this light versus dark inequality stem all the way back to the days of slavery, when lighter-skinned slaves, often the mixed children of white slave owners, aka the product of rape, aka you're not slick Thomas Jefferson, were given domestic work as opposed to the physical labor of darker slaves, thus landing higher on the skin tone hierarchy because of their proximity to whiteness. This separation was enacted based on the slave traders' false beliefs that darker-skinned people were better suited for hard labor, whereas lighter-skinned Blacks were thought to be better suited for intelligent and domestic tasks. Don't get it twisted, though. Whether in the house or in the field, they were still enslaved, so it was definitely not a choice, no matter what your weird cousin on Facebook says. Out of the house slave versus field slave mentality came white supremacist stereotypes that framed light-skinned people as the good Blacks and darker-skinned people as lazy, unintelligent, unattractive, undesirable, criminal, aggressive, and just all around bad. Now, while the skin tone hierarchy known as colorism is a byproduct of white supremacy, it's not just a white thing. Stereotypical figures like the angry Black woman and sassy Black friend are unfortunately also present in Black-made media. the recent past, there have been numerous examples of Black people in the media perpetuating the idea that lighter is better. The popular 90s sitcom Martin, as brilliant as it was, is a shining example of this problem. Light-skinned Gina was positioned as attractive, intelligent, and funny versus her dark-skinned friend Pam, who, despite being bangin', was often coded as unattractive and the butt of many of Martin's jokes. And what we will not do is and for anyone coming for sitcom legend, Tashina Arnold. And there's been even more recent instances of this. Remember that time Kanye West held a Yeezy casting asking for multiracial women only? Or when the casting call for the movie Straight Outta Compton described A girls as the hottest of the hottest with real hair and D girls as, and I quote, African-American girls, poor, not in good shape, medium to dark skin tone. Yikes, it be your own people. Or remember when rapper Kodak Black, himself a dark-skinned Black man, said that he doesn't date women who share his complexion because they're too gutter? Come on now, Kodak, Black is in your name. These examples point to the fact that many Black people, even those with the power to create change within their own industries, sometimes internalize the very colorist stereotypes that have kept them down. Now, the media doesn't necessarily cause colorism, but it reinforces it in ways that have real-world implications. Colorism has much wider ramifications than just who we see on our movie screens or on the cover of magazines. So prepare your hot Cheetos and Tums, because this gets even sadder. A 2011 study conducted in North Carolina found out that of the over 12,000 African-American women prisoners, light-skinned women were sentenced to 12% less prison time than darker ones. Or consider the fact that according to a Harvard University study, dark-skinned Blacks in the United States have lower socioeconomic status, more punitive relationships with the criminal justice system, diminished prestige, and less likelihood of holding elective office compared with their lighter counterparts. There have even been Black dating apps with filters for skin tone. In other words, by privileging lighter skin, straighter hair, and more Eurocentric features, the media creates an environment that affects dark-skinned people on a social, political, and personal level. And yes, the only Aunt Viv I recognize is the original dark-skinned Aunt Viv. Now, of course, lighter-skinned people of color are not exempt from discrimination or racism, but acknowledging that they experience light-skin privilege doesn't negate those struggles. But don't worry, I have great news. Well, maybe not great news, but helpful. There are some things that all people of color can do to combat colorism within their communities and in pop culture as a whole. This includes catching yourself from using language like pretty for a dark-skinned girl, engaging in open and honest conversations about how colorism affects your daily life, and if you're light-skinned, acknowledging your privilege. Because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be team light-skin versus team dark-skin. It should be team melanated people of all sizes, shapes, and shades versus society's dumb bull. And look, we all have biases. To learn more and to challenge your own, check out lookdifferent.org. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Decoded.
This conversation about to get real, all right? And I want everybody to share their points of views. So, Evolution, you able to kick it off, sis? Let's get it. Evolution, you there?
Hey, I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me. I was on mute. That video, I so appreciate that video because it made a lot of good points. I've been watching different lives on a lot of the social media networks, Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube. I've been looking at, it's a recurrent discussion on, are Black women good enough? Like, should Black men stay with the what they call the average black woman, the dark skinned black woman, even sometimes the light skinned black woman. I saw more of like the dark skinned black woman. Why we're not celebrating a dark skinned black woman, and why black men are actually leaving what they call the average black woman for the Spanish woman, the biracial woman, what they call glorified mutts. I hate to say that. I heard somebody say that. I definitely want to know how you guys feel. But it was very discouraging, as a black woman to keep hearing brothers say that they don't want their ribs. They don't want the woman that's made for them. On one pen I even brought up, I said, so let me ask you something, because for some reason when I get up on platforms, sometimes the men, they kind of retreat a little bit. So it was, no, we love you, sisters. The sisters like you, Evolution. We love you, And I be thinking it's a lot of times they don't want to go into like conflict with me, which is all respect. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But then I asked, well, what happens when you get a little change, a little bit of money? You still going to want the sisters like Evolution? And then there was hesitation. You get what I'm saying?
They should.
Then they want that they go for the light, bright, the right, if that's what you want to call it. And it was very discouraging. I was like, I just want to see what, the men of this network think. I've been talking to, men and women from the ages of 20 to about, I think the oldest person maybe 55, and it was all bad. I hate to say it, to me. But I wanted to know what you guys thought of it. I thought it was very important that we bring this subject up because I think we lost as a community a little bit, or the younger generation is lost. They need some help. So, what y'all think? Y'all let me know. What y'all think?
Ruby Dog, go ahead and no, Ruby Dog, go first. I'm gonna go after Ruby.
I'll go first, okay.
All right, guys. I just want to say a couple of things. Number one, the Matrix is a motherfucker. I'm gonna keep saying that. Colorism affects all, more than just the Black community. It's a byproduct, obviously, of white supremacy, right? And excuse me, I think the more I've been diving into just like self and nature, is really how I began to have an appreciation for the melanated human, because I think there's so much power in that. Like, there's a reason why you don't get burnt to a crisp in the sun. Like, there's glory in that. And then the natural things that you're able to do is just so remarkable. And as a person who is so proud to be Samoan, we have a natural, like most of my cousins can just run up a coconut tree within 5 minutes. And it's just like, there's just certain things that we are naturally able to do that the white man continuously tries to disillusion us. Here's a personal story. I was having an argument with somebody who's very dear to me. She's of a descent that is mixed with, let's say, is German, right? And she was so proud of this mixture of hers, where I had to remind her, that mixture is due to some rape that occurred, due to some colonization, and don't you dare hold it over to think that you're better than anyone else. Definitely not me. So it's like, it really affects us all, guys, and I'm sorry that it affects you guys the most. I don't understand that. But what I can say is that when we have opportunities, and when we give and we highlight how beautiful melanated skin is, and just have that conversation, which is the truth, and just keep spreading that, especially with our children. And I think that's like a good start.
Smitty, it's on you, big dog.
Boy. All right, one, first and foremost, a lot of this is really a form of tokenization. Okay. When we're talking about like, you know, light skin versus the dark skin. Oh, boy. All right, look, right. One, first and foremost, like, I think Shorty was like forgetting that there are a lot of examples of times where we have had these things from, I mean, Dr. Cliff Huxtable, Bill Cosby himself, okay? Um, Brother James from Good Times, okay? Even down to like Carl Winslow on Family Matters, so on and so forth. There are a lot of examples we have of definitely black men in our TV roles from back in the day. Because honestly, if we really go back to like back during those times, I'd say like what, mid 80s through like the 90s, early 2000s and shit. Nah, bro. Even down to, I mean, shit, Monique having the Parkers. That was a darker complected, heavy set black woman. Okay. So my point in saying that is we have plenty of examples where, you know, throughout black cinema, we have had a nice blend and combination of all of these things. Right. Now, I'll say this, right? I'm gonna be real with you when it comes to that whole like light skin, dark skin thing, right? Who's this? What's up, fool? Okay.
Hey, Stan.
They stand.
That's my man right there.
Yes, Smitty. Smitty in deep thought. I love it.
You muted, big bro.
Shit. Damn, my bad, my bad. I muted myself. I'm sorry. So when it comes to the whole light skin, dark skin thing, like I'm gonna be honest with you, just like with white people, like, look, this is where I'm about to go there. I ain't never heard no white person say, no, Hillary, you're better because you're light skin. Ashley, I ain't never heard that shit. So all I'm saying is when it comes to the light skin, dark skin thing, I do believe that that specifically is a self-inflicted wound. I believe that that is something that we personally have self-inflicted. Now, if you want to talk the overall as far as being a black woman, whether you're a Lisa Ray or whether you're a Lauryn Hill, okay, whatever, that's different, right? Now, that's a whole nother thing. But when it comes to the colorism within our community, we started and we continue to keep that shit going. We have our own that will literally say, I want to have a baby with a such and such type of, so that the way the eyes can come out white and the hair can be curly. We say these retarded ass things out our monkey ass mouth, unfortunately. So, I mean, when it comes to that part, as far as, you know, how black cinema depicts light skin, dark skin, even to that point, bruh, for the most part, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? We are the ones that really keep black cinema going. All of our great shows that we can think about, bruh, it was our viewership. It was our, you know, loving them when we saw them in public and everything else. So if we go ahead and we okay the colorism when it comes, you know, when it comes down to us, like for example, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it's two white guys that started that. It's two white dudes. That's really the executive and founders of that whole show. Now, how many seasons was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air going? I think like what, more than 5 or some shit like that. Like that thing went for a brick. And we all know it, we all love it, myself included. Why is that? Because we accepted what it was that they allowed to be depicted. So only thing I'm getting to on this beautiful Wednesday evening is to land it. We have a lot more power than we choose to exercise once again, because if we have complaints about that, I really look more to us as to far as as far as what are we not doing? What are we not trying to get right? As opposed to who is really stepping on our necks and not allowing us to get right. I think we can have, I mean, look, Tyler Perry, quite a few others. Look, we have seen examples of folks can put who they want to put in shit, how they want to put in there. So I don't want to hear it. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Got my man Big Stan in the building. Evolution, go ahead. I know you're about to say something. Go ahead, Evolution.
No. Stan could go. I'm sorry. Stan could go.
No, this your thing. This is your night, girl. You know what I mean? It's your world,
I was just saying, I respect all the different perspectives, like, of Rue, of Smitty. You know why? Because y'all didn't come at it like I thought y'all was going to come at it. Because I've watched, like, so many people come at it like they were toddlers, and it was just discouraging. So, I see the difference between this network here and the other ones I was on. I get it now. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't think y'all was going to hit it like y'all hit it. But I'm proud of you, black people. I'm proud of my people. Yeah, Stan, I'm happy.
All right. I'm going to come at it from a Caribbean perspective. A Caribbean island perspective. So, colorism does exist. Yes, right? However, I'm going to put and, not however. And a lot of times people get who they get in proximity of who's attracted to them. So when somebody hears that somebody is mixed race on the islands, it's not like they purposely look for that. It's like, you're stuck on the island. You either going to date your cousin or you going to date somebody that's not related to you. And
Wait a minute, Stan. We can't skip over that.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish, because then I don't want to go.
All right, I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna write it down. Go ahead, Stan.
Yeah, so like a lot of times, so for me, both my parents were mixed, and then for me growing up in Florida, like how it affected my family, like everybody in my family, we all have different shades and colors. So I'm the oldest child. My sister and my brother, they're lighter than me. So I never I know who my parents are. They're both lighter than me. I have cousins that had the same thing. Like either they're light skinned and then their siblings are dark skinned. So it's pretty much just everywhere. But I was told, like, we was one Haitian church, and we used to go there in the morning. And because we're Americanized, they asked my mom, my dad, not to bring us back anymore. Because they're like, yo, they don't look Haitian, they don't act Haitian, and we don't want them here. And that's when I was like, oh, crap. And then at school, I went to all African-American school, and I learned, like, I had to hide being Haitian because you get jumped when people find out that you're Haitian. But since I didn't look Haitian, they thought that my father was Jamaican. And that was okay. I only got an ass whooping once a year when they suspect something. And because I wasn't dark enough to be a Haitian, there was like a look for a Haitian. And then my father, he's a pastry chef, so he got a job in Las Vegas. And that was like an all-white school and with few people of color. And my best friend in that school was a white boy that was blonde. And my nickname was Haji, and he was Johnny Quest. And that's what I was known for a semester was Haji. So everywhere I went, everybody like bin Salabin. And I'm just like, whoa, okay. And so like the colorism stuff, like that stuff does affect a lot of people. I remember somebody said mutt. And when I hear that term mutt a lot of times, I just like, I get angry, or you get called a half-breed because people just like, yo, you're not full. It's insultive. And also I noticed this too. Now we keep on saying light skin, dark skin. I'm noticing a lot of light-skinned men are just going for white girls. So I don't know what to tell anybody now. Like, look, you got to get what you can get if you want it. And in the South, when people didn't want to hook up because they both dark, but they still produce black kids. So I never understand this stuff. Like, yo, what are you guys doing? Like, either you proud of who you are, or you're going to keep on going at it because it doesn't work to complain all the time. Go ahead, Smitty, ask that question.
Yeah, we can't skip over that one. So are you telling me that the average Haitian has the headspace of it's okay to, date your second or first cousin?
No, but I'm saying like you're on an island, right? So I have a list of last names that I'm not supposed to date because that's my cousins, right?
Got you.
There's a chance you're gonna might date your cousin because you're stuck on an island. A lot of times people don't. Maybe Ruby could explain this. A lot of times people don't understand like you don't move freely in the island because stuff is more expensive. Number one, resources are limited. Number two. And then number three, you can't easily get on the boat and go to another island. Like, right? And also you're dealing with government and politics because politics on islands in general are corrupt. So it's not for you. So if you're American, woo, you can go ahead and you can go everywhere and island hop. If you're from the island, it's not
limited.
that easy.
So, I mean, honestly, yeah, I get you though. Like what you're explaining when it comes to you going over there and it's like, nah, I won't accept you half breed or whatever, or you're not one of us. Honestly, Brody, I would say that's what majority of us as African Americans, if you want to say foundational black, whatever the fuck the term is, I don't care. That's what a lot of us go through with Africans themselves. We're not them, half breed, you don't know the language, you was born over there, and all this other stuff,
Yeah, you're right. Because we get called
So,
Brit.
yeah, so I'm just saying as far as like we do go through that as well. So when you speak of that, that was the first thing that came to my mind, honestly. And of course we all know this isn't all Africans, right? But even the Africans that aren't like that, they know damn well they got them aunts and uncles and shit that they know is not going to be down with it. Mad, what's going on?
But hey,
So
you
yeah,
know what? You over here, you're gonna sit down and make them kids and have an anchor baby, or you're in Germany, you're gonna have
right.
an anchor baby, or in the UK, you're gonna have an anchor baby and get that visa. Because the goal here is to secure not only the lifestyle, but to secure the green card. And that's what you're
I'm
going
here.
So
You're right. But go ahead. I digress. My mic is muted. Mav, you on mute if you're talking. Go ahead. You got the floor, Brody. What you got for it? No sound yet, Mav. No sound. We'll pull you back up. Yeah, if you
So my next question is this, right? This is my next question. Now, let me ask this, right? Do y'all prefer to date someone based on their complexion? Like, is it a preference, basically?
For me, yeah. Yeah, it's a preference. Yeah.
I'm just the light skin girl.
What's the preference, y'all? Come on now. I was going to ask that too.
It's more like your experience, right?
Yeah, what do you like?
I like.
Who are you asking? Me or Stan first?
Oh, matter of fact, Smitty, let me ask you because this is gonna be interesting.
Your sound is still out, brother. Your sound is still out.
We can't hear you. Me, I've always been attracted to that Hennessy mocha. Like, the mother of my child, she red. She Gina Martin red, but
let's explain that red bone attraction to us dark skin for a minute, Smitty. We got to explain to the folks.
Yeah, because I wanted to know about that.
What about it?
We gotta.
I've never been one that was like into the whole like your nose being pointier, your hair being straighter. I don't know, bro. That shit just don't move me. It's like that whole typical kind of like beach body, all that shit. That's not my standard, dog. Like I love them thick nostrils and wide lips, bro. I'm trying to like I mean, you know, wide nostrils and thick lips. Like I love that shit. Like that shit does something with me. I don't really care for the like your hair straight and permed, and
No, but that's not it.
I
That's
don't
not
care about that shit though.
how she step up to you. What did
What?
how she step up to you? Because there's a thing.
Who, the mother of my child?
Yeah, because of something.
Oh, she came up to my car when we was at the when I was at the gas station, and she was like, "I like your shape up."
Bam.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, she said that. Yeah, no bullshit. She complimented my haircut that day.
Okay.
Then she got back in the car with a friend. About a week or so later, about a month or two later, I don't know. She was walking up the hill with her puppy she got. She got a brand new Labrador, all black Labrador. And the dog, apparently it was summertime, the dog's too hot. The dog was tired, so she was walking with the dog, so she had to pick the dog up. And I stopped and I was like, "You need a ride?" Yeah, that was about 12 years later from there.
See?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nah, no bullshit. 12 years later from there, no bullshit.
Evolutionary, sometimes it's not even like how Redbone's approach is a lot different. It's like, I like some chocolate.
Now
No.
you gotta remember too, like I said, the mother of my child, we knew each other, so we had the same friends. So like we already knew each other from high school days and all that shit. This is like when we just graduated. So this like I'm probably like 20, she like 18. 2 years older. Yeah. I got about 2 years. Yeah.
Hey, Grizz. What's up, Raldo? Stan, what you prefer, Stan?
I prefer older women with money. However, my
Lord have mercy.
Oh, God.
remember, I grew up like secure the lifestyle and get that visa. But
Oh, God.
I love the honesty.
I'm from the islands. My parents used to tell me like, "Yo, I didn't come over here on a boat for you to go ahead and give it up for a hamburger." So
Right.
Oh, let me see if the bro sound good. Bro, can you hear us?
I can hear you. You hear me?
yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Good.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, good. My bro back on. So, bro, go on the block. We're gonna get the Stan. Then I'm gonna get Grizz.
What was the question again?
All right.
So
Go
the
ahead, go ahead.
light skin, dark skin thing. Do you prefer? What are your thoughts on this? And do you prefer to date somebody based on the complexion? Like, do you have a complexion standard?
You know, I'm gonna say that when you a child, you think and act as a child, but when I became a man, I grew up and put childish things away. That's just how I am. And you know, I had to look. You know, we grew up in the '90s. You know, I remember Applehead Gina and Whitley Gilbert. You know, are you feeling me? Like so, like that was. I mean, it was what it was. But then, you know what really hit? Like this, what women don't seem to understand. It's not all of that. Like women look to that. What really impacts a man is the people we interact with on a daily basis. Because when I sat down and really thought about it, I was like, man, my sister don't look like that. Like my sister's actually half Ghanaian. So my sister is a darker complected sister, and I was like, okay, like that's my image of that's what my real image of beauty is. My mother kind of light skinned because I got, you know, white folk in my family, but like not far in back in generations, but like her grandfather was a Caucasian dude. So you know, me personally, at this point in time, like nah, I actually am really attracted to dark skinned women. Like I really a beautiful dark skinned girl, man. Shoot. And when I look at my actual resume, when I step outside and look at it objectively, like it's mostly dark skinned women. It's mostly been that. And it's like, oh, I didn't even know whether subconsciously or consciously that's what I was picking anyway. So and the stats bear this out as well. Like guys, black men marry black women at an 86% clip. So we it's not that we don't like black women. It's not that we don't love black women. Yeah, we really like y'all. We really do. We really do. But you know, only cap is that blue wig. Hey, you know the math be on fire.
Come on board, Tika.
I think she's coming up after the hour.
Yeah. We're gonna get to Grizz. So and I agree with my brother Matt, man.
I didn't get a chance to answer.
I heard that. Hold on, Stan. Hold on. I heard that dark berry hit different. I heard that dark berry hit a little different. I heard it hit a little different.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't know. I'm just trying to think.
Oh wow.
I'm just trying to think. But I'll tell y'all about that when it's my turn. But yeah.
Grizz, what you think about light versus dark skin? And do you have a complexion standard? You know what I mean, when it comes to like just women or what you like in a woman?
So I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask you this question: do you want the director's cut version? Do you want the theatrical version, or do you want Cliff Notes?
Yeah, you up here, brother?
The X-rated version. No, I'm just.
I want the Quentin Tarantino version, sir. Quentin Tarantino.
Okay, I'm gonna play this. Just like how my brother was just talking just a few seconds ago. I'm playing this. So me personally, subconsciously, I'm married a light-skinned woman because one, so my mom is light-skinned, but on my mom and dad's side, we have light-skinned people, we have dark-skinned people, and that goes because of what we found out in our families and whatnot, because of what happened historically, like what happened historically. So like what happened historically. So me personally, I don't care if a woman is light skinned, dark skinned, white, Asian, Latino, Puerto Rican, whatever. But as long as me personally, as long as she's put together. But I actually want to say this about a whole lot earlier when we were talking about complexion. So in the film industry, a lot of us wouldn't. We're more prevalent now, but way back when the film industry started, you wouldn't see a lot of dark people. Danny Glover was probably Danny Glover, Oprah, and like Danny Glover, Oprah, and like maybe just like a handful of people would be in film because we were hard to like, versus people who were light skinned, like Terrence Howard, Queen Latifah, Tisha Campbell, and just a few other people, but we're like a lot of us are in the industry. A lot of dark people are in the industry now. But I don't know if y'all ever heard of this. I don't know if y'all ever heard about the bag complex. So basically, if you were like lighter than the bag, you're accepted. But if you're darker than this paper bag, you're not in. I don't know if you ever heard of that. But as far as my preference, I honestly don't care. Because I know I've had a conversation with some people like, hey, what about your son? What about your son marrying a black woman? I'm like, look, as long as she's respectful, as long as you like each other, if Asian, Puerto Rican, Russian, I don't care. But I digress. My mic is muted. I'll holler.
Thank you, Grace. Who next?
Stan, I want to hear what Stan gonna say.
My resume says light skin and Chinese and Asians. So that's my resume. My resume, I dated 3 dark-skinned girls. One of them, oh my God, that was my bully. I loved her. It was on off again for 10 years. She almost got me killed. I picked her up for a date with my coworkers, went to her house. I didn't know her ex-boyfriend was still there in the house. He was a Harlem Globetrotter basketball player. And she gave me a kiss in the living room, and he punched a hole in that wall. And she's like, you broken, homeless, and look at him. He got a job. That's what she used to do. She used to put me in danger. I was attracted to bad girls, and that's how she got me, man. She was a bad girl. I love that. But yeah, my resume say light skinned girls because they always came at me, and that's what I always got. It was like light skinned women came at me, and they always come forth. They like you. They're gonna tell you and take you off the market.
They do be bold. Hey, what part of Florida you grew up in?
Open Locker, Florida, Dade County.
Open Locker 305, boy. What you know about that? For sure, though. I went to Central. I went to Central. For sure, though.
I went to
yeah. I always do that. Oh, Rockets for life, boy. Rockets for life. Yeah.
And I'm home of the Raiders. Now, before anybody go off, yes, my mascot was Little Demon. Yes, I'm Asian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, come on now.
It'll just be you and Math that'll go off. That's about it.
Yeah, I dated a lot of those, man. Like that was my resume for real. And
light-skinned girls in the islands, when they see you, because I'm not dark, but like let me tell you something, they love putting hickeys. They're like, you're not dark, but I'm gonna claim you. They put hickeys on the neck, on your chest, on your back, on your legs. They gonna claim you in the islands. They like, you know what? You're mine. They just, and we ain't talking about little micro hickeys. We talking about big old bite marks. And that they want to claim you, so the other light skinned girls will come at you. And and the dark skinned girls, they didn't want to talk to you because you're light skinned. So they'll consider me light skinned because I look clean and I'm too pretty. So I'm light skinned. They're like, oh, get away from me, light skinned. And one dark skinned girl, a Jamaican girl, she called me purple lips or pink lips, and I was like, boy.
Wow, pink lips.
Yeah, look, when you go to Florida, he'll tell you Dade County. Oh, Lord.
I heard y'all wild out there. Them alligators running up in your house.
No, it's the people. It's the people. I used to go around saying,
nah, they invite them in. They different. They just let them in and shit and feed them and fuck. I don't know what's up with that.
I know I'm not light skinned, right? However, for them, light skin not even a skin color no more. Light skin is a lifestyle. I got clean nails.
What?
I groom. You light skinned. They don't want that. They looking at you. They didn't catch on in California. They're like, oh, you light skinned. Look at you. You just light skinned sipping up your coffee from a cup. I'm like, I got this from Starbucks. How else am I gonna drink it? Like with my hands. Like
when they say tall, dark, and handsome, they mean dark and handsome.
Oh yeah. My sister and my cousins got me on that family photo. I'm like, representing Team Dark Skin. They like, let me show you what dark skin is. They'll go to their little album and they're like, you see how this is? This is real dark. They have no body fat. They burn in the sun.
That's why I was gonna ask you, was it a sun thing? That's why, because I got what you were saying. I was like, are they that dark down there like that?
Yeah, in the South, oh yeah, they're dark. A lot of them, they run track. It's a science, right? Am I wrong?
Hey, man, yeah.
They run track. A lot of them, they run track. And a lot of girls, they want the guy that run track or the guy that run the street. He has to be black, not dark skinned. He needs to be black, charcoal black. And those guys get all the play. Light-skinned men, sorry to say this is what they say, because they drink and their pores open up, they go in hiding and you don't see them no more once they hit 30. So drink a lot of water.
It's your turn, girl. Rue.
I'm just telling you, Florida, the South, they will make you depressed.
I had to get the hell out of there.
Nah, but you know what though? It's like this though. It's like folks don't be wanting to hear this shit, but like, bruh, like, look, the reason why I'm also attracted to darker complected women, like, you know, I would say my dark caramels to my like Hennessy mochas. I love that shit because they hold their looks the longest.
Facts.
Sorry, dog. Like real shit. You niggas like all of that real light shit with stringy hair. Man, them heifers look older than the motherfucker, dog. Real quick.
They do. That's
They be
true.
looking old, they drop and everything else. I'm sorry. It like
Yeah, but them
this
light
right
skinned girls
here,
give you that guap
nothing
3,000
holds up
real
like
fast
this
though.
right here.
They
Period,
age
dog. I don't want to hear
like
shit from
Yeah, but they
nobody.
give you guap 3,000 real quick.
because you
Ain't
know
much
why?
you
Because
can
they
do
so
when
close
they
to the
drain the balls.
other people.
When
That's
they
why
drain
they
your
age
balls,
like
where else you gonna go? Them light skinned girls don't be playing. They don't care.
well, they live fast too, but they have to because once they have that first baby, it's
I
kind of
just really don't
like
care for
Oh
how,
damn.
like, not personal. I just don't
it's
care for
like
how they age. I'm sorry. Like,
it's
I
like
that's just me. And listen, it's not saying I couldn't have married and or fell in love because I was in love with the mother of my child. Bruh, no
Right.
bullshit. She's like Lisa Ray complexion. No bullshit. Like
yeah.
she's a light skinned woman. And I mean, had I not went to prison, I'd probably still be with her, sagging face and all. Who cares? I don't give a fuck.
Whoa.
Only thing I'm saying is this, right? I'm just saying, like, yeah, from what I've seen, it ain't nothing like a sister that has a certain like brown complexion. That shit is absolutely out of this world amazing.
But
And
even if they brown skin, they ain't really brown skin because one of their parents are light skinned. Are we gonna talk about that?
my
All of us
mother's
over
light
here
skinned.
who got the light
I'm
skinned
my father
parents?
and my grandfather's complexion. My mother's light skinned.
That's what
My
I'm
mother's
saying. Like
like
it's
my
never
mother's like
guaranteed.
my mother like Hillary complexion.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, for a long time, I had to figure out if I know I wasn't light skinned, but then I was like, I wasn't dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? So, but they said it's only two. You can only be light skinned or dark skinned.
Nah,
So
you
I
light
guess I'm
skinned.
dark skinned then.
Nah, you light skinned. You ain't dark skinned.
Yeah,
You know what?
I go back
Honestly,
and forth with that. I don't know what I am, which is crazy because they always put me in a different category. So I just be like, all right, well, I know I'm not. I think.
no, honestly, you can actually there is an in between. Not a lot of people
Hold
want to talk about that though. There is actually
on.
there is
Grizz,
actually
hold on, Grizz.
in between.
Grizz, hold on 1 second. I gotta get to Ruby Doll real quick. Then I'm gonna go to you. Well, I'm gonna go to Ruby Doll. I'm gonna go to M3. Then I'm gonna go to you. Go Ruby Doll. Do you?
When you gonna go to you,
do
Mr. Best? I want to hear what you guys say too.
I'll go last. So Ruby Doll, do you have standards when it comes to complexion which you seeking a mate, or does that not matter to you?
The standards are intelligence. It's as a sapiosexual, none of that matters. So there's layers to this for me, okay? Because there's that layer that's overall, and then there's a layer if I'm just looking with my eyes and I'm just feasting with my eyes, and for that, the darker the better. And I have a question for all you that enjoy I would say melanated genitals. What are you doing for Black History Month? That's all I gotta say. Bye.
Oh my God.
Why ain't
melanated
nobody say
genitals.
nothing about genitals? I was
No,
talking
no.
about face.
Why couldn't it have been the face? Why couldn't it have been my hands?
It's
I like
Did it
white
have to
lollipops.
be the
I
Johnson?
don't like the white lollipops. I like the dark.
Ruby Doll.
Look. I just gotta go back to an old saying that goes, "Get your mind out the gutter." All right.
With the
Just
Marcus.
go back there.
Bring your mind
Help
into
me,
the
Marcus.
gutter.
Marcus,
It's
help
all
me.
good. Bring your mind into the gutter.
It's all
Ruby Doll.
encompassing. It's all
Here
encompassing.
go Marcus shouting out all of YouTube again. I think I see
Thank
you.
you, Marcus.
Yeah.
Thank
Look,
you, Marcus.
Marcus.
Ruby Doll,
Thank you for the shout
I'll be performing in Oakland for the Sip and Paint. So if you guys want to see me in all my glory, as I, meet the ladies and
Marcus has got
That'd
to
be
be in here
awesome.
30 minutes before that comment drops, because there's no way it took him under 25 minutes to type all that shit. It's no way.
he's
It's no-
military. He can type all that up in 30
Oh,
minutes.
yeah, maybe so. That nigga probably know Morse code. No, Lord
Yeah.
knows. You get the flicking the blinds at you outside in the driveway and shit.
And
To
Marcus,
my-
bring
to
your
my-
butt on here because he's Latino, so he knows about colorism too.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Marcus. Come on.
Mhm.
To my best
Can I
model
ask
in the
something,
world,
though?
please come up. Please
And
come
I
up, best
also
model.
wanted to
It's me.
share a reason why I tend to go that way is because I tend to be attracted to people that just have culture. And you could be white as snow, but if you have a culture behind you, like if you're from, I don't know, Ireland or something, who knows, and you don't have a privileged, outlook. I think I could
Ruby.
rock with that. So that's what I mean. It doesn't really
Ruby.
matter.
Ruby,
What?
let's keep it 100. You like us Fijians, don't you?
Fijians? I like
Mhm.
I prefer melanated people, yes.
On the
Wait,
rugby team?
wait, what the, is this deja vu? What the fuck? Did this happen before?
No, that was
Look
what's
at your
his name?
face, just like, hold on, you sure? Bro,
Look,
I
when we talk
swear,
about sex,
I just had
my
deja vu.
chest
Go ahead,
card.
bro.
Look, when we talk about sex, my Cheshire cat smile comes on. Like,
Well, she caught me with that one. You know why?
Does it work, Stan? Does it work at the bar? Does it work?
Nah, she
yeah,
caught me
it
with
worked
that
at the
one
gas
though.
station before I came on.
After
I got-
how many drinks?
Hold on, y'all. Evolution talking. Go ahead, Evolution.
Okay, what I'm about to say, is not going to be, acceptable. But what I was saying was when she talked about the genitals, that makes a lot of sense because I like dark skinned men, I like light skinned men, but I don't like dark skinned penises.
What is going on right now?
What?
I'm sorry.
What is going on right
Dark
now?
skin woman shit right now.
What is going on?
Are we talking about with or without foreskin?
Wow.
You mean a light? Hold on. You mean a light skinned nigga that dick is dark or something?
That on the topic, bro.
I don't understand.
That's the topic.
So you come in here in the basement.
Wait,
Also, salute
why?
to Simon, what up, man?
What?
Hey, we skip M3. We skip M3. What you got on the topic, bro?
If y'all let me, I'll explain it, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I spent a
Good
lot of
luck.
time with my cucumber. I don't know if y'all saw the cucumber, but I spent a lot of
We've
time.
seen the cucumber. We've seen it, bro. We've seen it.
Okay, so y'all notice the cucumber is always one color. Y'all don't see me with those off. Like it got to be one color, real nice and pretty, because I do a lot of focusing on the cucumber. So if I have a dude that's really, really dark down there, and I can't focus on the cucumber because it's so dark to the
Ouch!
point where if we're in the dark, like I would like to be able to see it and still give it the love and attention that it needs. You know what I'm saying? But I need to see it. I need
Is
to.
this the same
Close
sister?
your eyes.
Is this the same sister who was talking about brothers not wanting their sister?
Hold on. Nah, man. Hold on, man. No, fuck all of that, man. Hold on.
I'm just,
Evolution,
Bruh.
what's going on with this?
Bruh.
Where we go? Where we going?
Penises. I just don't like that. I would like you.
You know what? And bruh, you know what niggas don't like? You know what brothers don't like? We don't like the woman that want us to go in the room and turn all the lights out.
Get the
Nah, you see how she holding that?
Get over my screen.
Yo, a connoisseur.
Are you serious?
Yummo.
What's going on with y'all today? Wait, time out.
I don't understand. Do light skinned Johnsons glow in the dark? What happens? Are they like luminescent or some shit? Like, what do they have? Like, what the
What's
fuck
up,
goes on? I don't understand. What are you saying right now?
Damn.
Hey, look.
I didn't even notice that.
You see the cucumber that you see what she has right there?
Hold
Now,
on.
if she was to peel that cucumber
Y'all
back,
tripping, dog. Y'all tripping.
that cucumber.
Time out. All right, listen. I love my sisters. Y'all
What the
not doing
fuck
this
was
to me,
that?
though.
Nah,
not doing
I'm
this to me.
explaining. I'm explaining
I
to
don't
you.
need no more
That
explaining. I'm
is
That's what I
good.
meant,
I'm
though.
saying
I'm
cucumber.
good.
I'm saying cucumber.
I'm good. Okay. Yeah. Listen. I accept the women. I love y'all. But this is a pause moment. I don't want to hear none of this shit.
Thank you. I went from
Can you
hey,
please put that down,
But
E?
I'm making a
Right.
point
Please,
of
E.
how I pick my men. I'm making the
Listen,
point.
ladies got preferences and men got preferences too. That's
Yeah, we
we
understand.
leave it at that.
My
Why is that so handy, E? You had that before the show? That's on deck. That's two on deck.
I'm gonna say this truth. What's going on with you women during the winter? But for some reason, there's something going on with y'all hormonally. Y'all are out of control right now.
It is
We're
not.
the
My name
uncontrollable
is
winner.
Evolution. What y'all
If there's
hearing
a full
is
moon,
nothing compared to what the
must be.
people that know me here. This is totally PG. Oh, I really get into this. The cucumber, everybody know me for the cucumber. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all the PG version. Y'all can't handle it. So I know y'all really don't want to hear this.
You better
Nothing
get
you
off-
said
I'm
was
not-
PG.
I'm not-
Nothing.
Well,
I don't know what you thought was
You might as
PG,
well.
but okay.
Evolution, you might as well get
I'm
like a
trying
white person.
to get, I'm
Because
trying
that's
to
not
get
going to
it
happen.
to you. You guys,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that
all
one.
I'm saying is the way the cucumber looks could be a turnoff for me, and it didn't matter if he was light skinned or dark skinned because I spent a lot of time with the cucumber. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Can-
dead yet.
but the
Everything
cucumber
on
is
me
not
worked
real.
and it worked well.
Can we get to
It worked
E
a
so
lot.
she can put the damn cucumber down? E, go ahead, E, rock out. Because apparently there's a theme to this shit.
Hold on,
What you got,
hold on,
E?
y'all. Hold on, Smitty,
That's
hold
a
on, everybody,
factor.
hold on.
That's a factor in women's decisions too. You know this, right?
Pause.
I'm just saying.
Pause.
You can be the greatest guy in the world if your cucumber.
You niggas, man.
Please pause. Thank you. Stop. Please. I'm utterly disgusted a little bit, but I'm going to M3, right? And then I'm going to Grizz, right? And then I'm gonna go to Lady E. M3, go ahead, bro.
Oh shit! Why does bullshit always happen right when I come up? Okay. Look.
You know why?
Hey man, the life of the live streamers, right? All right, so look, check it out, right? All right, when it comes to this light and dark shit, I mean dark skin shit or whatever, this type of topic, to me, right? I mean, I don't really care, man. You know about this bullshit topic, but I'm up here, right? The thing is, look, I don't discriminate whether you're light, wherever you're dark, just as long as you look good. If you're pretty and you have a good attitude and we're socially compatible, that's all what I really ask for, you know, when encountering like different women. But unfortunately, you know, we do get caught up in colorism. And I think as we get caught up in colorism, we forget to like really see like the core values of an actual human being, because you never know what you may like or what you may not like until like you actually what Lady E's about to do, until like you actually, right, you know, get to know that person, look beyond that color and actually see like what that person really is. But everybody's too hung up on like light skin versus like dark skin. I mean, all you're doing is pretty much like, you know, playing into Jim Crow's laws. You know, the colonizer pretty much got us all set, you know, balanced with each other as far as with color. Hell, even with game colors or whatever, we fight over stupid shit. You know, we fight over blocks that we don't even really own. You know, just to even get even deeper with that. But that's my 2 cents into it. I think, man, like, you know, like there's more to it beyond just like what a person's skin look like. Especially, you know, whatever evolution's thinking about, you know, as far as, you know, down below. So that's my 2 cents.
Please, Louise. Grizz, it's on you. I'm going to Lady E.
Sorry about that. So yeah, like you know, like I said before, like you know, I have to agree with M3. You know, and I don't care if you're like white, black, Latino, Asian, or an alien from outer space. Like, cause let me play this. Like I said, my mother is light skinned. My mother's light skinned. My dad's dark skinned. I got my dad's complexion. But and then like there's a mixture of people in both sides of my family. More so on my mom's side of the family. But honestly, but and also too to also capitalize on what M3 said about history. Legitimately, the slave masters literally put us against each other. Literally, the slave masters actually put us against each other legitimately, and so that it would carry on and so on and so forth to the coming generations. But honestly, me personally, I don't care if you're, like I said, I don't care if a woman is dark skinned, the color of like what? I don't care if a woman, you know, is like, you know, happens to be, you know, this color. You know, the darker the better the food. Huh?
I said that's really black for real.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's that Congo black. That's that Congo. Yeah.
for real, for real. But yeah, but honestly, just for me, like I said, if you are in the same mind space as me, as long as we have a short common goal, a humongous common goal, if we can, ride together, die together, we have common goals with each other, and we can do our thing. It's whatever. But I digress. My America's minute. I'll holler.
It's on you, girl.
Thank you for that, Chris.
She's up here. I haven't seen my sister in a little while. Know what I mean? I'm glad she's doing well and she's healthy and she's good and she's eating her fruit snacks.
I mean, everybody be healthy with a cucumber that goddamn big. Go ahead, E.
Lady E, do you believe in the whole light skin versus dark skin thing? And is your dating do you have a dating preference based on that? Salute to our music curator, Von Eric. Von Eric, I see you in the building, dog. Bless us all. What's good, man? Shalom all and all
that. There is a light versus dark skin thing. It's not as bad as it was like back in the 90s, the 80s, or 70s per se. It's kind of stemmed from the Jim Crow laws. What tones were accepted. My mother's light skin and my father is dark skin. If they were married, if they had gotten married here in Louisiana, it would not have been a legal marriage because my mother is extremely light skinned and my father is extremely dark skinned. As for me, if I have a preference, I am attracted to the dark skinned man with the big nose, the big lips, those types of things. But I do date light skinned men as well, too. I don't discriminate.
Oh, that's what's
I see some of you guys smiling right now when she said that.
What now?
Hey, nah. M3, I wanted to know from you, my G, on some real shit. When you were saying it don't matter just so long as she's, personality and shit, and she's cute. If there was a machine in front of you right now, and you can literally set the dials, I'm talking about height, skin color, weight, everything, what would you get out of that machine?
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
If there was a machine to give you your dream fixing of a woman, I'm talking about just body style. I ain't talking about all of the personality fixings, complexion, all of that shit, hair type, all of that shit. What would come out of there? And you can even name like a female celebrity, like if you want to get to kind of like a close range, if you want, just to make it easier.
Damn, that's a good question. So. All right, so
nigga, you old enough, you know what you like. Stop playing right now.
All right, look. So whatever that machine is gonna spit out, right? It's gonna be a nice, beautiful.
Right, it's gonna spit out what you set the dials to. M3.
I'm telling you, are you not gonna let me talk? Or what?
All right, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Okay. So it's gonna be a nice, beautiful, brown-skinned woman. Okay, that's gonna be around like 5'8", with long, beautiful, silky weave. All right,
that's what I'm talking about.
A nice round ass too.
You got me on that.
Oh, Maria.
That's gonna be a woman I would call my wife.
That was it.
Hey, white girls wear weave. White girls wear weave.
Yeah, they just call them extension weave.
Love it,
He was honest. The man was honest.
I respect
That's
it.
what he
Remember.
There's no right or wrong for that man answer.
If you remember, the no wigs game may come after you. The men that don't like the wigs may come after you. All right, they may come after you, dog.
Hey, but 84, they all wear weave, bro. Like, white girls, Asian girls. My hand's been courting a few of them traps of the white girls. They be wearing their weave for like 9 months.
They do.
The Latino women, they be wearing the weaves too. Yeah,
they volumize it. It's volume. They put
she can look like she want to push that button on you, M3. I don't think she happy about that shit.
And Asian women, they wear weave. They want that volume.
That has not been what I come across. So that we got different perspectives on that. But
what you come across, Max? What you come across?
They're not running your hair through their hair. I mean, they have these little micro clips. They call them micro extensions.
Okay,
you would never know they in there. They're amazing. Everybody do it now.
That has not been what I've come across. So that's all I can speak for my
experience. Especially in Florida, I know you lying.
You can call me what you want, but like I said, it hasn't been what I've come across. I dated one Latino chick when I was really younger, and she didn't. She was too broke for that. So yeah, she
ain't too broke. She needs to go to Opa-locka Hialeah flea market. That's $20.
Nah. Well, she was too broke for that. You're right, and they did close that mark down though. But so ain't nobody got that no more. But and the Asians, I've never seen that with Asian. I've never seen that with Asian women. And actually, in Japanese culture, like thin hair is valued, and they have a different concept of beauty. Actually, it is. It really is.
And you know what? They women also. They grown-ass women also look like fucking children.
I'm not
grown-ass women be acting like little-ass fucking kids, my nigga.
Okay, I agree with you. And no. Listen to me. In Japanese culture, pale skin and thin hair is a sign of their standard of beauty. Their standard of beauty is not Western. Their standard of beauty is not Western.
Okay, listen. You're in Florida.
I'm not in Florida now. I left Florida. I'm in Michigan.
I'm going to explain Florida real quick. Florida has 3 seasons.
I spent 30 years in Florida.
Okay, just hold on.
This was in Michigan.
Hot, hotter, and hot as hell. That's 3 seasons we got in Florida. Number 2, that's salt water, and their hair, they put weave on. Nobody's jumping in that salt water without weave. You are in Florida, you're in competition for white male penises. If you're a woman, you're going to put that weave on, which they all do in Florida. Because Brookville and the rest of these communities in Florida is not cheap. Rent is $5,000. Nobody's making that type of money in Florida. So you have to sit down and get you a man who's going to pay for it. And you're going to put that weave in. You're going to wear that weave until you die. You're not going to get weave done every week. That weave is going to stay in for 9 months to a year. That's the type of weave I'm talking about. That $900, $2,000 weave that like those women put in, they ain't joking in Florida. You
are not going to unconvince me of my experience. That's not an option. So you're not going to. No. I'm telling you, you're not going to unconvince me of my experience.
I'm going.
I'm just telling you. But you're telling me these women put these weaves in. I told you literally that has not been my experience.
You probably wouldn't even know. You probably wouldn't know.
So now I'm ignorant as well. Like that. That's what it is. It can never be. Like reality. The reality of my experience is I have never known nothing. I've never been nowhere. I will never know nothing. You right?
Okay. No,
you're right. No. You're absolutely right. You're right. But like, damn, can I have actually had an experience to realize something? Like you need to convince yourself of your reality and mine.
One bite. Go ahead, man.
You need to convince. No. You need to convince yourself of your reality in my life so bad. All I said was I didn't even disagree with you. I said that has not been my experience. And what you literally said is, oh yeah, it is. All right.
No.
I mean, bro.
No. Hold on. Let Brooke respond. Hold on. Let Brooke respond, Brooke. Go ahead, bro.
She literally told me you wouldn't even know it. How you gonna tell me what I know?
But you gonna tell me what I know? You're a man, y'all.
Oh yeah, I'm a dumb man. You're right. That feminist nonsense. You must be a dumb man. You would never know. I agree.
No.
That's what it is. So I've never touched the real hair. I know what real hair feel like. I know what it's gonna feel like. I know what it's gonna look like. But you need to convince yourself of my ignorance as well. Go ahead, convince yourself of that.
No, I'm just saying. With the you wouldn't feel it.
Convince yourself of my ignorance. I'm ignorant. You're right.
No.
As a chick that's been doing hair for
stay out of it. That's them too.
That's all I'm saying. As a chick that's been doing hair for most of her life,
Let him go.
There
Let him go.
are
Let him go.
ways that you guys don't even know about. Y'all really think this stuff is coming up out of these chicks' heads, and a lot of times they're not. But you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of men that don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, I think they pull a fast one on you. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. 100%. You're right.
You pay the money for. You pay
you right.
for these fast ones. You know, these tricks. Because that's not for you guys. Like, that's not a guy thing. So how would y'all really know? You know what I'm saying? Unless you
because I got 4 sisters. I got 4 sisters. I got 4 sisters. As a matter of fact, you know
about hair and micro extensions and stuff like that?
My sister literally did. I've had long hair my entire life. I've sat in hair salons my whole fucking life. I've seen this shit. Like you talking to, but you have to convince yourself of my ignorance because every man you talk to gotta be ignorant.
Maverick.
I know what you're talking about. Like I've been there. I've seen that. Okay.
9, 8.
Maverick, stop talking when the whole bruh, you're good. Stop talking when we talking. All right? So you can bring them back up when you want to, Brody.
Okay.
Go ahead. Mav, just stop talking when we talking, bruh, and we'll let you rock out, dog. You're gonna get yours in.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely let you get yours in, bro. For real, I am. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna let you in, dog. You good?
Yeah. But yeah, man. Let me just say this real quick because I ain't getting here yet. So. Light skin versus dark skin thing, it can be a thing, and it can be a thing in a lot of things, even in the workforce, which nobody really talked about, right? The workforce definitely discriminates on that. You know what I'm saying? So they will discriminate you based on your complexion, based on, you know, your hairstyle and your texture and things of that nature. That is a real thing, okay? So people need to be aware of that. Now, as far as my dating preference, man, as long as she melanated, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as long as she melanated and she cool and she nice, that's all that matters. So it don't matter if she's on the lighter scale of the spectrum or the darker scale. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That the you know, that's just where I stand with it. Now, I will say this though, as far as the hair thing, because it is very intriguing. For me, as a man, right, I like the natural hair. Now, I don't mind women who wear the you know, the makeup and the clips and the eyeliner and all that. I don't mind none of that. I don't mind the weave. I don't mind none of that. That's what you women do. So I don't mind none of that stuff that y'all do, Evolution. I don't mind none of that. Do y'all thing. You know what I mean? Weave it out. You know what I mean? Do whatever y'all want with y'all hair. Y'all can do what y'all want. I'm cool with it. I'm not going to tell y'all what to do with it. But if you ask me, I like the natural hair, man. Ain't nothing like some natural hair. That natural hair be hitting. You know what I mean?
I think we should talk more about like the natural hair problems. Because,
but I mean, honestly though, like I think too, like a lot of us, just like how Stan was talking about, you know, that more expensive stuff. Like, if you get something that can blend in, and I cannot tell, because see, ladies, let me just help y'all out. Let me tell you another thing that ruffles Smitty's feathers, and things that I know ruffles a lot of men's feathers. Okay, see, we don't like when you got that shit where like it stops like right about here. So like you got this little bush coming out right here, but then all this shit is straight, and I'm trying to figure out which the fuck is it? You see what I'm saying? Did you just not finish straight combing that last little bit? See, that's when it's a problem.
Right.
Now, if you can get some shit to where everything blends, it looks like it would come out of your head, and I can't tell, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Because for real, honestly, listen, I've never, ever heard a man come back and be like, damn, bro, you ain't go ahead and smash? You ain't go ahead and get with shorty? Nah, nigga, you ain't see them eyelashes or eyebrows? We just never have said that. We have never said that. As much as we complain about eyelashes and eyebrows and all that other shit, you have never heard a man turn down some Kootatang because of the eyelashes.
Very true.
You ain't never heard that shit a day in your goddamn life. And so all I'm saying is to weave slash extensions that can be put in the same category. It just stopped coming back with the same complexion as my man from Amistad, and the weave is just bleach blonde, and it's straight and it's stringy, and you look like fucking a Hillary or some shit.
Yeah, that gotta stop. Yeah.
You see, that's when niggas is like,
I hate that.
come on.
Dark women do not need
so
to have these blonde wigs.
that's all.
Right.
That's all we have, bro. As long as it looks like it could have come out of your head and I can't tell.
Are we color shaming?
I promise you, we ain't gonna say
Right,
shit.
right.
Niggas will let that slide. Niggas will let it slide.
Evolution. They're not gonna tell you. You can't tell me nothing. They gonna tell you the same thing. You gonna tell any nigga who try to tell you. You can't tell me nothing.
What's the dude from Tu Wong Fu? The dog.
Wesley Snipes.
Crazy.
What's that? The number 4 at the carryout? What the fuck?
They
Hold on.
look
What's
crazy.
that
They
kind of
look
way?
See Tu Wong Fu?
like men. Like it look bad. And,
Yeah.
and let me tell you something. Between that and I talk to Mr. Best all the time about these damn bonnets. Something got to give. Let me tell you something. You see this weave I'm wearing right now because I do my own wigs and weaves. That just the hair for that is $700. That's just the hair. You got what I'm saying?
Damn.
Excuse me. That thing look like it's coming right up out my head. I can pull it up, I can pull it down. You know what I'm saying? Like I spend guap, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure my hair looks good. And then I watch these chicks come, they don't, like he said, they don't try to blend it, they don't try to do nothing. Then they want to represent us black women. Real black women, make sure we look good regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? We show stop. Them other ratchet chicks, I have an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know me from Instagram, y'all ain't never see me come on Instagram half stepping. And I'm in my house. People come.
Evolution, be nice. Be nice, Evolution. Be nice. Be
They
nice.
look bad as a unit. We look
Be
bad.
nice. Be nice. Be nice. Don't do it. Don't do
Nails
it.
always done. Nails always done. Brian panties always matching. Let me tell you something. Like I told Mr. Best this morning. Well, was it this morning or yesterday? I said, you saying it's okay for these bonnets, right? I said, but any chick that come on any type of visual screen, when you can see her, if she got that bonnet on her head, she ain't washed her ass. Excuse my language.
The what?
She dirty. Yes. Because it's hand in hand.
Oh, wait. That's what the bonnet means?
The bonnet mean I just woke up and I'm giving you me.
You didn't tackle that cooter. The cooter didn't get tackled yet.
What person
She does make
they wash their whole body.
Make it
They
funky.
I don't know because maybe y'all got your hair done and you don't want the steam to poof your shit. I've seen that before.
But
The problem
they
with
don't
you,
look at that stuff.
okay?
So that's
It's
what
not
everybody-
I'm just saying. I mean, I haven't seen that.
Everything. Just like, and I'm gonna be honest, because I like women too, right? So I've had my share of women, right? And I know any chick that come in, thank you, Tika. Any chick that come and her bra, her panties don't match, I'm not eating that. You couldn't even get you couldn't.
my
You couldn't put that together. And I
No,
know
for
that
real.
I can't put these lips between my lips. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's not
That
working
makes
like that.
sense. That makes
And
sense because
I'm
you watching
very
their
critical when it comes to
innards,
women
right?
because I know, and I'm
Them
not a
freestyle
small
talk,
girl or
freestyle.
whatever, so I got to do the
Hey, she
action
on the
to
roll.
make sure I'm on
Keep
point
going.
all the
I'm
time.
loving this.
So
Oh,
that
my
mean
God.
if I still got my flannel pajama pants on, I ain't washed my dick yet? What are we saying?
Well, keep
What are
getting
we
here.
saying?
How we keep getting here?
I don't know.
I didn't do it this time.
You need to talk to Brooke.
This is
It's her show.
What are you talking about?
I'm just helping with the panel, nigga.
Sorry.
So
Wait,
Brooke, I'm just saying.
I have a question. to
If
ask.
I don't look, I come to the door. I got my tank top on, I got my slippers on, and I got my red and black. You know what I'm saying? Flannel pajama pants, the real baggy jokes and shit. And I let you in. You gonna come in and you gonna assume my dick dirty?
I'm gonna think your balls are sticking together. You got what I'm saying?
Really?
I'm not even sitting on the couch.
This shit is going somewhere else.
You see why I asked the question? And y'all, go ahead, bro. Keep going. Keep going.
I can't do nothing with sticky balls. It's nothing I can do. You keep those.
So,
You know
so
what I'm
that
saying? I can't. It's nothing I can do.
so wait. So that means that if you was knocking on Smitty's door right now, maybe unannounced. So Smitty pretty much gotta be fully dressed. Maybe I don't know, over exaggerate. It sounds like he gotta wear like a 3-piece suit or something. Make sure his hair is partially combed.
Thank you, M3.
That's
That's what it sounds like.
Thank you, M3.
You telling me that you got evolution coming over and you in your pajamas?
Hold on.
But
Please.
it's his house.
Time out.
Do you know how many women that I've done work for answered the door in their fucking robes?
10.
And their husband at work?
What did she say? But
Are you serious right
did the
now?
panties and bra match? When she opened up,
You know how many
the panties
houses
and
I had to
bra
go
match?
to do work? and they ain't doing their role.
The panties and bra match, bro. The panties and bra match.
You need to talk to men who did cable and other carpet and other type of services with them single.
Stop talking. Thank you. Because I have a question that's based on the topic. Okay. Now, my question is, right? Do dark skinned people have it harder in society, or do light skinned people have it harder in society?
Darker.
I would say neither now.
No, it's I know what? Watch this. I know what? No, the reason I'm saying darker because okay. So watch this. Jonathan Majors is going to have to serve a year in prison on some bullshit over because he was messing with that white woman. Now, it was this other court case where this woman murdered somebody. She done did something. She get a slap on the wrist.
What color was she?
White.
That's totally different. We're talking about within the that's totally different. We're talking about within the black community itself, right? Will you think honestly, that a dark skinned man
Jonathan Majors ain't that dark
than a light skinned man?
So, but honestly, real talk, I'm gonna put this from the 39 years I've been alive. I feel like the darker people got it harder, honestly, versus the light skinned people. Because light skinned people, because I've been saying whether you're light skinned woman, light skinned dude. I've had friends who look like I literally had friends who look like Cisco, who happen to be a light skin complexion, and I'm having to stand right next to the dude. You know, we both looking dapper and whatnot. He get more play than I do. I'm just up here like, wait, hold up.
Okay. So
Cisco's not light skinned. I don't know why do people keep doing that.
No. He's saying
we need to define what is light skin to you niggas. Go ahead.
No.
What is light skin?
I know what he's talking about. Hold on, guys. What Grizz
Tisha Campbell, Whitney Gilbert, you know.
Guys, wait, hold on. What Grizz is trying to say is that you have a light skinned person who has the facial features of a Cisco, or maybe the way how he carried himself or looks is Cisco-like. Because you know how Cisco have like his hair and he's like a flamboyant type of guy, in other words. But yet women are still going after him. They're choosing him over like maybe some other person. I'm gonna say this though, right? I'm gonna take things out of Grizz. I don't think it has something to do with the color part, Grizz. I think it just has something to do that the dude, he really grooms himself, and women respect that. Women respect a man, right, that actually takes the time to take care of himself. A lot of times, some of these bum-ass dudes or whatever, right, they think they could just look all kinds of ways, beard all like, fuzzy, eyebrows not properly combed. I mean, not combed, but brushed or whatever, and think you're going to get like the finest chick. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And I think people are playing victim when they think about that type of stuff. It's a victim-minded mentality.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't like the victim mentality term. Not like there are such things as real victims. So that term, I don't think I do think people act a certain way, but to answer to comment on the thing, like I don't really know. I feel like colorism ain't over. Colorism ain't over by a long shot. And like skin bleaching. When I talk to the Jamaicans, they like, oh yeah, that's huge in the islands. And so like people like it's something in us that just see that a certain way, and it's like, bro, that's crazy. But we don't have that self-confidence in ourselves as a people no more. Like it's something so totally different. And when I listen to certain guys like Ice Cube and Morgan Freeman talking about like we don't need Black history no more and this and stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, we probably need it now more than ever, because these kids couldn't pick Dr. Martin Luther King out of a crowd, and he all everywhere. Like we don't have a real sense of ourselves, and like we really don't have that pride in who we are no more. So
yeah. I mean, we see it every day. Look at social media. We see it every day. It's crazy because like by the time I start in the morning, right? And I noticed that a lot of groups that I know about on social media are negative. Shout out to those if y'all are looking. I'm probably not talking about your group. Right. You know, and it's like by the time it get to like 12 o'clock, I'm frustrated, you know, from hearing all the nonsense, you know.
Right.
And now when I'm on social media, I pull back from like going live and doing stuff. And I was the one bringing the positivity. And I didn't notice it until people started saying, yo, you going live? What you doing? And I see that it's like something is missing. We don't have a lot of pride, you know, in each other, in ourselves. A lot of us don't even like ourselves. It was so much self-hate that I saw within the last week. You know, just people talking about themselves, talking about others. I even saw 2 Black women say that they wish they were white. And I was just like, we lost. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's what made me say, you know what? I think I want to talk about this because it's amazing how we think, you know? And nobody can tell you if your preference is good or bad. But when you back it up with yeah, you know, I would rather have a light-skinned woman because I want my children to have good hair. You know, so which I've heard, you know what I'm saying, this week, you know, stuff like that. You know, I want him to have the waves in his hair, you know, dumb stuff like that, you know.
I've seen some nappy headed red jumps.
Thank you. You're not God. You're not God. Like it's crazy. Like even my brother, you know what I'm saying, and his baby mother. You know, my brother's really attractive, you know what I'm saying? You know, she has a great heart, you know what I'm saying? And they had one of the most beautiful babies I've ever seen before in my life. The girl looked like a thick, like a Megan Thee Stallion, but she looked like Alicia Keys. If you could ever, the face of Alicia Keys, the body is Megan Thee Stallion. Everything is popping. And I was like, yo, like, this is amazing that created that. You never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times we're fooling ourselves, you know, when it comes to that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, before this, I really didn't see color like that. I'm just gonna be honest. If a dude was nice looking, because I'm all about the looks, you know what I'm saying? I'll get to know you later. You know, it was just a thing of he looked good, you know what I'm saying? He smelled good, you know. He arouses me in some type of way, then I'm gonna see what it's heading for, you know. And women the same thing. And then I get to know you later. You get what I'm saying? Are you strong enough to handle me? You get what I'm saying? So all this like colorism stuff is kind of new to me. Like I've never had any problems. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of light-skinned women on my job, and I was still able to be promoted every time I got promoted. You know what I'm saying? I wore every type of hair you can think of, the big weaves, my own hair, you know, the afros, and nothing has ever happened. So this stuff is new to me. I'm shocked to hear what some people go through, though. You know, on the job, so this is new. But it's interesting to hear what we think of each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could love my brother and still punch my brother in the face. That's why I don't want people to get misconstrued. I could love you, you know what I'm saying? You know, and then you disrespect me, and I'll punch you in the face. After that, I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm gonna still love you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Like, why can't we do that? Why it always gotta? Because I heard somebody say something is not uplifting or whatever. It don't always have to be uplifting. Sometimes you gotta give the blunt, honest truth, and there's nothing wrong with that. In that somewhere, we helping you. Like right now, I know every chick or any chick that watched this, when she see that her bra and her panty ain't matching, she gonna think about that now. You understand? Like, well, you know what? Evolution did her set. Well, maybe I need to go and find me a set. And she gonna
hold on, Brooke. It ain't nothing wrong if the bra is like a kind of peachish, like brown, and the panties is red. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? What we're concerned about is everything clean, okay? What's a little flap like up under there and everything, okay? Is everything fresh and good to go? I promise you, most men, even though that is cute, we would notice if it is matching just because it is. But I don't think we wouldn't notice if it's not, because that's the last thing we're thinking about. Like, we just want you to get up out that shit. Like, we don't really care. We don't care.
That's
I'm
the
telling you now,
problem.
we don't care.
You right. You
That's
right.
the problem, though. Therein lies the problem, because this is how, and this I'm thinking, right? Because you're gonna get it regardless, right? But I'm thinking, if I was a man, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had to play that role in certain situations. You get what I'm saying? Where I'm just dominant all around. You know, and my thing is, I'm looking like, Mom, you can't put your bra and your panties together. How you gonna do anything? I don't even trust you to make my food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't get it right. I don't know if that's clean down there, and I'm not going to be second guessing. You
Yeah,
go like
that's-
this, like, nah, you okay? Usually my dude is right there. Yeah, have fun. You know, strap up.
That's
You know,
and that's what
touch that.
and that's where you show you're not a man. you are not a man.
But that's nasty. I really just
as you
putting it in anything. Y'all don't care about nothing.
Being dominant is more than being a manhood than just throwing your weight around. And yeah, a man gonna go after that. Like I would, you know what? I was really listen. I do like a nice matching bra and panty set. I mean, it is a cherry on top. It is a garnish on that steak. But as Smitty explained it, I was like, yeah, no, you're right, bro. You're right.
But you know, pigs playing slop.
That Victoria's Secret catalog.
Pigs playing slop.
You feel me? You feel
what I'm
me?
saying? And pigs are low animals. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't
I think you're saying because men gonna hit. Hey, listen.
They are the lowest. They're on the low totem pole. You get what I'm saying?
Oink oink, baby. Oink.
No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But what I am saying, listen, if the bra and panties clean and the box clean, like
how you know if that box clean?
Hold on.
If the bra and panties clean,
I would second guess that.
9.
She said if she got a Maverick on.
7,
Bye.
6, 5, 4. Thank you. Stan, you want to answer the question I asked you? Put it in the back chat. Then I'm going to my man Marcus. Then I'm closing out.
All right.
Stan.
I think it's more for men in dating is more about the height. So if you're 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", it doesn't matter what skin color you are, you can pull them because you're NBA tall. That's my answer.
So what about my last question, which is who has it harder, dark skin or light skin?
That's the question. That's what I was answering. I think it's more the height now.
Okay. Marcus, what's going on, man? I'm glad you're up here. Anything you want to say, bro?
Yeah, no, I've been trying to catch up, bro. I kind of just came back in, but I missed like the last half hour. But
Marcus, does colorism still exist, Marco? Like as far as are you being kind of mixed with Spanish and the Latino community? What type of colorisms do you experience, bro? Like as far as the darker ones to the lighter, the whole nine. Do you recognize that the lighter versions get more privilege than the darker ones, or what it may be? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think in every community there's a level of colorism and a level of stereotypes and like classifications of how people might treat you. I think it's also how you carry yourself and how you like want to take it. I take it like with a grain of salt and I laugh at it if it's a good joke. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I've seen more shade towards if we're talking about like black people, I've seen people throw more light-skinned people under the bus, or they give that stereotype of light-skinned guys like they're softer, they're more feminine, or they can't hang with the darker brothers, like I seen that because I grew up in football. I grew up playing basketball. Watch out, Steph Curry on the block. He thinks he can get all, but you got to watch out because Braun and them might pull up, D Wade might pull up, Kobe might pull up. You know what I'm saying? So, I seen a bit of everything, bro. But like I said too. I'm just saying, like, don't let the light skin fool you either. Like, I could take this 2-piece off real quick, and
But look, you Hispanic. Have you heard? I know black. I Dominican, papi. I know black. Have you heard that one?
Yeah. I know. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. I seen and heard all. I mean, there's a stereotype for dark skin Mexican people, which is you're a little Oaxaquito, so like watch out. So, but I don't really care. Listen, you treat me good, you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with good, with love and respect. So,
Go ahead.
But that's what I
What's your
want to
question?
ask though, because are we saying that like the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, are they like in the black community? Because that was a thing too. Are they considered black
Well,
like us?
some of them say they have like roots of African root or some type of like islander root, like they say that. So I'm not gonna
Okay, so
I can't really talk about it, but they say they do too.
what
at the
about
end of
the N word then? How do y'all
yo,
feel
that's
about
it.
them
See,
using the N word?
at the end of the day, like
You mean
when
no? Like the N word? No.
Nope, ninja.
when it's time to go to war, are you gonna be on our side of theirs? That's the real question. And when these people come up and they be like, I ain't no black, I Dominican, Bobby, it's like, bro, when the clan get to rolling, you black, bro. So I mean,
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll
Even
say
though I don't like, I hate to say this, but like I don't accept like any. I don't even accept black people saying the N word. So when I see like the Spanish community say it, I'm even mad.
Okay, let's
You
be
know what
careful
I'm saying?
saying Spanish community, because a lot of these people cannot go to Spain, because once you go to Spain and you say you Spanish, Marcus don't.
Hey,
You are the N-word.
break that down. Break that down for them. You and Marcus, I want you to break that
Say
down.
say it again. Say it again real quick.
When you go, because a lot of them don't go to Spain. I'm like, you don't go to Mecca. You're gonna sit
Yeah.
down in Spanish. A lot of them don't go to Spain. So even
No.
if Swayland, now because Swayland is the white Latinos on this side. They got the blue eyes, blonde hair, and everything else. You can't, even if you go to Spain, there is a racism that's there. They're like looking at you like you're not pure, because they're white in Spain.
Yeah.
You gonna call the N word and also the M word, the N with Y, that has a K in the middle of it.
Mechanic.
That's cool.
M-A-Y.
This guy right here.
Yeah. So there's a movie coming out for the Planet of the. So go to Spain. Anybody, Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Colombian, what's the other one? Argentinians. Go to Spain and say that.
Venezuela, Bogotá, Barranquilla,
Oh, yeah.
Colombia.
Yeah, go over there and say you Spanish and see what happens when you go over there and you tell Spaniards you Spanish. It's not gonna no.
You have fun in Brazil too, because Brazil they'll eat you alive.
Yeah, Brazil can't even go to Portugal. So good luck going to tell them that you Portuguese in Portugal and see what happened over there. So, yo. And shout out to the
So what? Brazilians speak like a broken, like how Haitians don't speak French, just like a Creole French.
No.
No, but that's a real thing though. Real
they
shit.
speak Portuguese.
You know what I'm saying?
So Brazilians speak Portuguese, so like it's a very like tongue rolling like dialect. So
I got you.
Yeah, but Haitian Creole is a mixture of French, Spanish, the African dialect, and native Indians on the island. And that's how they were able to communicate in front of the French slave masters. So it sounds pretty much like French, but it's not. It's a mixture of all four languages. And then also, like, if you're speaking Spanish, Mexican Spanish is not the same as Nicaraguan Spanish, which is not.
It's not. It's not. All even say hi, like what's up. You know, even the dialect part is different. You know the difference if they say que pedo. You know the difference, like you know in Cuba, you know say que pasa, que onda. You know, like it's so many different, but you can tell who from where depending on how they say.
Mira, sabes cómo estás, hermano. Todo bien.
All that
Todo
shit.
bien ahí en
Shit.
Paradiso.
Yeah.
Todo
Yeah.
bien.
It's different.
Yes. And also the Spanish that we learn in school, that's Spaniard Spanish. That's very colonial Spanish. So that it's not going to fly if you go to New York or Miami or California. It's not.
Yeah, you know what's funny was when I was going to school, like they kept trying to teach me like some type of Spanish. It was like we don't use this over in Mexico. Like what the hell is vosotros? What is vosotros? I know Voltron. I don't know vosotros.
One time, my Spanish teacher, he's from Spain, and he was trying to be smart, and he's like, you know, you're going to flunk it because you black people don't speak Spanish. I'm like, okay. Then he's like, what's grilled cheese in Spanish? And I'm like, oh, I know what that is. He's like, what is it? How you say it in Spanish? I said, es quesadilla. And
That's right. That's right. It's literally what it is. Yeah. It's just, you know, yeah, it's true. It's just we use a tortilla. That's it. We use tortilla and that's it.
But I'm letting them know, like, yo, you're in California, like our Spanish is very different. You're from Spain, and you gotta understand, like that Spanish you teaching me. When I go to Miami, or if I'm talking about it in the Mission District and around San Francisco or Oakland, it's not going to fly because that's not real Spanish.
Right.
So
that's
let me ask.
that's real quick. That's like when people think that we made burritos. Like Mexicans did not make burritos. That was more of an American invention.
Right.
You didn't make burritos.
Let me ask this question, right? Let me ask this question for those who are you know around the globe who are not in Spain, right? And for those who are in America, they're in the Caribbean, they're in Latin America, they're in South America, right? For those who don't accept, right, they may accept the Latin side, right, but they don't accept the African side. Why is that? Why do they not accept the African side?
Because of slavery, and it ties in slavery, and also ties into the Catholic Church ordaining slavery, and that's why they run away from it. Because they won't admit to it. Because you look at Argentina, which is 100% white, but they don't want to admit that how it got white. Like you base everything on black slaves, and then you kick them out. Everybody has a black grandmother somewhere, somehow, or black grandfather, but they don't want to talk about it because they want to keep it white.
Nah. I mean, well, okay. I'm not gonna say
said nah.
what Dan is saying is. I had to catch myself. Stan is given a particular viewpoint on it. All right, so I'm going to give a different particular viewpoint on it. That's all, and neither is wrong. What I see more than anything is a lot of that has to do because I've dealt with quite a few people that's mixed, part this, part that, the whole night. And what I've noticed is they generally gravitate to the side that they were raised on or came up around the most. If they are, let's say, like Gracie is Dominican and Italian. Depending on which side she comes up around more, that's probably the side they're going to gravitate to more and everything else, because you got to think about it. Let's take the one who is, let's say, part Asian, part black or something. I don't know, whatever, Spanish, black, whatever. If the side that's not black is not, let's say, winning, okay, economically, the whole nine, more than the other side, and this other side has more resources, they're more tight knit, the whole nine, like 9 times out of 10, the reason why they would, if you want to say deny that side, is because, you know, they're going to where resources are. So we have to think about that. I've seen it happen with some of my homeboys who dated a woman who is of a different culture. He's African American. And the reason why it went downhill is because her family just wouldn't accept him. Now, why didn't she stay with her husband? Because she didn't had to make a choice. She's now torn. A lot of people don't talk about this part. Do I choose my husband? And if this works for the rest of our life, and if we can sustain this, or be cut off from my entire family? A lot of folks deal with that shit. And they don't want to be cut off from their entire background and everything. Cousins, aunts, uncles, no more function, no more nothing. Even you thinking about it, if you're going to pass away, you got to depend strictly on that man. So a lot of times when they would deny that, I guess you could say the black side, a lot of times it can come down to resources. Unfortunately, on our side, usually we're not the more wealthier side. If you want to say.
I mean, that's the thing, but like, yeah, Stanley came up with a good point. Listen, that maybe back in the day like that, but this is why I say as a people, we gotta have principles, because you gotta stand on principles at that point. You know what the Bible say? The Bible say, leave your family and cleave to your husband. Those vows are for better or for worse till death do you part. You don't get to pick what the better or worse look like. You don't get to pick that. So whatever it is, because I got a homeboy, his dad is black and his mom is white. And her whole family turned their back on her because she married him. But like, even when they fell on bad times, she stuck by him. And when they ain't have nothing, and now they went through it, they built their family, and it's beautiful. Like and this is what it's really all about, bro. Like, we too quick to jump ship. Any blowing of a wind come into our situation in our life, you jumping ship. What you mean? What happened to having the brother back? We got to stand on principle, bro. Like, resources gonna come and resources gonna go. We come, if you're talking about resources, we come from people who didn't own our own ass. So like, wherever we at now, like, we blessed, and wherever we go continually, we continually blessed. So anybody, and this is the standard I hold with anybody who come in my life, because anybody come in my life gonna be blessed in every way, shape, or form. They don't know it, but you're gonna be blessed in every way, shape, or form. But what that means is I have to hold you to a standard, and you can't be shaking it and shook and move because it rained one day. Like, you can't.
Okay, real quick, Uncle Fatty, I am going to need for you to retype this in American English, sir. I don't know if this is a dog whistle. I don't know if that's a secret government code, sir. All right. We're just now saying you come around, sir. You're going to have to type that in English. All right. I digress. My mic is muted. Yeah, y'all got it. Floor's open. What you got?
I think show some love for Uncle Gordo, Uncle Fatty.
Ruby Doll in the building. You know what I mean? Definitely shoot Uncle Fatty. Ruby, anything you want to add to this?
No, I'm just listening to you guys. I'm multitasking.
Okay.
I want to answer that for Smitty. Smitty, in my family, how we conquered that stuff, we conquer it with grandkids. Because nobody going to turn down their grandkids. I'm going to get her pregnant. What you going to do? This is your only daughter. You going to turn away from your own princessa? Huh? That's all. and that's what we learned. Like, get them pregnant. They're not going to turn away from their grandkids. This is next generation. Your time is up now. Mm-hmm. Your time is gone. You're a grandparent. So you're old. Nobody's going to take care of you. We're here. Right. After Igor's in jail, you thought that colorism going to last long? All it is just a skin color. Because a lot of people with that skin color stuff is still trying to come to America through Texas. That skin color ain't make them rich. That skin color ain't do nothing for them where they're at. They still have to come to the U.S. Yeah. So what good that skin color do? Didn't do nothing.
Okay.
It's a thing we have. If you ever heard of trauma bonding, and that puts us in a lot of. It leads to a lot of mental anguish and stuff a lot of us can't get over. You know what I'm saying? I know it well. That's why I be funny sometimes when it comes to like just staying, like, I don't know if I.
Were you guys trauma bonding over that cucumber earlier?
Nah. Every time the cucumber around, everybody happy when the cucumber come around.
I seen that. That shit was not a cucumber. That shit was a snake.
I mean, well, yeah, those are some type of cucumber. But y'all know what I was talking about though. Like, it's the cucumber is more practice than anything. But
I'm sure it is.
It's like, and the cucumber never goes below your neck.
Steph Curry with the cucumber.
Poor produce. Poor produce.
I understand what I be talking about.
Yeah, wow for that.
Somewhere a Walmart store is missing that cucumber right now.
Like, back to trauma bonding. It's like sometimes you have to leave these toxic relationships. We not our ancestors. We not struggling with you. You know what I'm saying?
But here's something I wanna talk about the trauma bond real quick, and maybe that's another show, right? But let's be honest here. A lot of us a lot of us got here because of trauma bonding.
Facts.
Maybe trauma bonding is not that bad.
Well, should we get better
Because you have
in the past? Why do we need to struggle? Then our parents and
But
grandparents.
what's going on
Why do we
today?
need to struggle?
But you
It was
struggle
already
because
done.
it's life. This is not heaven.
No,
This is
you're not
life.
supposed to be up here struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You're
you
supposed to live
do.
your life, enjoying it to the best
You,
of your ability.
no,
So you
you're
telling
not
me you're gonna find
struggling.
another
Well,
person to struggle with?
real,
I'm
real,
not struggling with
look,
nobody.
It's
can I just like
life.
add something? Let me just, but evolution. You
Go
do.
ahead, Marco. You add something. Then we're gonna get to Uncle Ferg. After
My
that,
man
I'm gonna
Trey
introduce Uncle
Ferg.
Ferg. Yeah,
My
Yes,
Uncle
sir.
Ferg
man
in the
Trey
building.
Ferg.
Hey, sure, I like the name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
just,
Uncle Ferg, very wise man. Go ahead, Marco. What you got?
Mr. Best's question was, I was trying to remember Mr. Best's question originally because he said it was something
I
about.
was saying, why don't the people within the diaspora of the Latin community all over, whether the ones that's outside of Spain, why do they have a hard time accepting their African heritage?
Well, you talking about the ones that are like mixed or maybe have both? Like, is that remember?
Yes, mixed.
Because to me, mostly everybody that's Latin is mixed.
Yeah, no, I get you. I think it's like, because I was talking about this a while ago, and I brought this up before. I think they go more towards one side or the other because it depends on the community. Just depends on some communities when they struggle together, they bond more together, right? It's kind of like that thing I told you about in American neighbors. They don't really talk to each other, like they don't really hang out with each other as much. But you go to other countries, they're going through shit together. They're not alone. Like they can't depend on the government. And I do agree with Smitty. This resources is the issue. So they're gonna help each other out. One week a family can't feed their own family, but they're gonna help out each other. So they'll make like a huge potluck or something. They'll help each other out, build and raise some money together to pay the bills and stuff like that. I don't care if they're selling Tupperware or cleaning houses or something like that. They're gonna do something to help each other. It don't matter, and ain't no shame in that. I like that. I just think when it comes to maybe.
No, go ahead.
Go. No.
I was gonna say, Stan, them Cubans in Hialeah, boy, they rebuilt that whole thing. They made it a North. They made that boy North Cuba.
Yeah, and they ruined it too. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and just to like evolution's like statement she made. I just think honestly, when it comes to the whole life, if you don't go through a certain struggle, how can you cherish something later?
Can I answer that for you?
Okay, go ahead, sweetheart. With the cucumber.
Okay. When I think of struggle, I don't think of struggling with nobody else. I'm thinking that you can do bad all by yourself, and to have somebody else doing bad with me is not my what I imagine when I imagine living good. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather a person struggle on their own, get it together, than come to me. I don't need you to help me struggle. You get what I'm saying? So the trauma bonding thing never worked for me. I just kind of went through it. It doesn't work for me. If you come, my mother was murdered. You know what I'm saying? Your mother was, suicide. It ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's too much trauma. Like I'm just putting some stuff out there. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say it, Trey.
You know what I'm saying? If I was left on the doorstep at 2, you know what I'm saying? And you just ain't had no parents, you grew up in the foster system, we're going to kill each other. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily, baby.
Yeah, we got Uncle Ferg in the building.
Right.
Uncle Ferg,
I'm going to answer later.
He gonna say that's crack era. He gonna say that's crack era situation.
No. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? What's up, Smitty?
What's going on? You already know, Uncle Ferg. Rock out. Go ahead. Do you think?
Maverick, I come in peace.
You talk about the era and the crack 80s and everything.
No. I heard this young lady. You know what I'm saying? I can understand, but man, please, and this is me. Out of due respect, do not compare the struggles of our ancestors prior to 1965 to anything that you're dealing with today at all. That's totally disrespectful. Now, the struggle was a nation of people. We struggled because we had to fight through other communities just to maintain what we had. That was the struggle. It wasn't struggling to figure out what color weave we had to get today. We didn't struggle about how we were going to pay the rent. We struggled on how we was going to get our children out here, and we were going to harvest this corn that we have to eat, and grandmama makes some homemade cornbread for us. That was a struggle, but we also had to struggle with the society, community. We wasn't running from the police. We were running from other citizens. Our ancestors was. So that's dangerous compared to today. We in the club all night now, and it's new struggle to get a drink, no, ma'am, that don't do that. And I have not, and if you have a certain experience in your life, then and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna use these words: to hell with somebody that harmed you as a child or took advantage and took what was yours, and you know what I'm saying, just disrespected that. That they get what they deserve. I have 5 sisters, so all hail to the sisters in that regard as far as safety. But as far as living, it's fake, new, modern way that we've adopted in our communities. It bankrupt everybody. Women, y'all can do it for about 20 years. Y'all can live in the fantasy and say, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna be a boss, and I'm gonna have a kid or not have a kid, but I'm gonna get some money. Not only I'm gonna work a job, I might have a couple of hustles. I might find some dude who ain't really confident in himself, and he'll trick my way through life and buy me some good years. But I'm gonna ride all and the value is really in the outside of the sisters. Your value is really in your personal being. The vanity stuff that you shouldn't be 40 still. And sisters, I hate this. I hate to talk about sisters in a sense. But y'all do it backwards. When y'all get 40, y'all start putting all this extra stuff on y'all that y'all don't need. That's when y'all really natural beauty kicks in. But by that time, y'all done spent thousands and hundreds of thousands on being the Baps movie back in
molesting vegetables.
Yeah, but see, they do that.
I don't. What I do with that cucumber, you wouldn't be able to speak for a week. You get what I'm saying?
Hold on, Brooke. Uncle Ferg, real quick. So for the original question, because you are elder on the panel, and everybody, in case you didn't know, I don't know if Uncle Ferg does autographs or not, but this is Fred Sanford's twin brother who's still around. So since all about colorism, what?
Yeah,
that's Fred Sanford's brother. What?
Before you ask him the question, Uncle Ferg, man, what is your YouTube channel? You know what I'm saying? If you have one, I don't know if you have one or not. You don't? Okay. Man, I thought you did. Okay.
No, Uncle Ferg take care of the house. That's what he do. He take care of the house and pop up on us every once in a while. Like literally. That's what he does.
Go over the question.
Uncle Ferg, what is your view on, let's say, back when you were coming up, and even what you see now as far as colorism, as far as being light skinned, whether it was how you was treated by the girls or whatever, dark skin, light skin, entertainment, neighborhood, the whole nine. What is your story behind the whole colorism with us as dark skin versus light skin blacks? Rock out. You got the floor.
Listen, I'm gonna try not to take up too much time in this colorism thing, but me being a light skin, high yellow, mellow yellow, old yellow, white boy, light skin.
I'd have never guessed.
Coming from a father who was light skinned, but not as light as me. But my mother was about the same complexion as my brother Stanley Joseph, and they had a nice mixture right here. I was a nice little mixture. I was built like my father, and as far as muscular built, but I had features and lips and nose like my mama, so they had a nice little mix. And all y'all can attest, y'all got them big wide feet and them wide, short little, either short, stocky toes or wide toes. So we all look alike in a sense. But as far as my parents and me being light skinned, I had brothers and sisters though. My brother was darker than Brother Stanley, my first brother and his twin. So we created a rainbow of colors. But me being out in the community, back in my day, we snap on each other. I would talk about the dark skins. They were talking about me being light skinned, but that built character. I understood like, hey, I'm light skinned. People gonna talk about me.
I'm not gonna lie, Uncle Ferg, they love you in Golden State. They love you.
I wasn't always bald, but as I got older, it really didn't play a role at all. as far as like my preference was, and this is me, my preference was only a sister. I had 5 sisters, so I wanted to date all the sisters, whether they was light skinned, almost white skin, but I don't like the mixed skin. They can just be real light skin. And I also like that burnt black blue sister too, with that shiny skin and with no makeup on.
Did you say a burnt like blue?
Yeah, burnt like blue. Yeah, all that. But that was me. I never separated. I never preferred a certain complexion, because then if I do that, that would eliminate my pool. I like a big pool. I like all the fish in the sea. I might want a little tilapia. I might want a nice blue marlin. But if I went by a certain complexion,
it's like a buffet. You want multiple options in a buffet.
Yeah, exactly, brother. And that's how I always looked at it like that.
Let me ask you a question, and that's it. You made me think about something. So, kind of what you're saying is complexion don't make a sister a sister. So here's my question: is what is it that does?
Her character. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with a mama that cooked. I like a woman that can cook. I ain't say you had to cook for me every day, but when we have a get together, I'm not going to get no chicken. You're gonna get in there and you're gonna fry it up, and I might do some prep.
Don't just use rosemary either.
I'm gonna go get the groceries and bring them back to you, because I'm on to be out. I like to be outside. You gonna make it smell good, get all your little fragrances in there, light your little candles. You can do all that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me though. I'm gonna cut the grass. I'm gonna do whatever. I like that type of stuff. Not a guy. And I was a middle child, so I moved by myself. I had friends all over. I wasn't gonna be that into you as a teenager, especially a girl. So I knew how girls act. I knew they was finicky. So if you wasn't on my page, I'll leave you alone. I'll ghost your ass. I was like, you had 48 hours to call me back. And I would look. And I was cutting hard for a job. I couldn't get a job. But what I'm saying is today, I don't know. It just changed, man. I'm telling you, I know my favorite generation, when y'all started to become these adults, the dynamics, y'all focus on, because y'all think the lightest girl is the prettiest girl, but she really ain't. She's the one that's probably getting the most simps coming at her. You know what I'm saying? The dude's throwing the money at her. She thinks she's too pretty. You know what I'm saying? Her breath stinks. She drank a lot. Got all the back, but she ain't cooking. You know what I'm saying? You never see her without the weave. You never see her without the makeup. That ain't pretty to me. A pretty woman to me is when she get out of that shower and she put that little oil on and whatever. That's just me. Might have a little still left on her elbow, but she got pretty feet. Pretty feet. She got a nice little shape. She nice to other people. Now, you ain't gotta be nice to me all the time, but be nice to other people. I don't know, man. I'm just a different dude when it comes to females. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to complexion, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah. I don't care if she's in America, Puerto Rico, or Africa. You know what I'm saying? As long as when she look at me, she look into my eyes and she like, I got you and you got me. That's how I do it. You ain't got to buy me nothing, because I ain't going to buy you nothing. You don't buy me nothing. You don't buy me. I don't believe in all the pagan holidays. Valentine's Day, goddamn it, bake a cake. We can design it, motherfucker. Together.
If she were to cook a sandwich for you, what kind of sandwich you like?
A sandwich for me? Shit, my wife, she know I like it.
And I said it correctly, because Mr. Best always last one to.
But my wife, she knows I like
cook sandwich. A cooked sandwich.
My wife can make me a good fried egg with some sausage, ham. She know I like breakfast, so she'll do that for me. But it's me. She don't let me eat bologna. She know I don't like really eat bologna and all that.
That's what's up, Uncle Ferg.
My shit gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Like tonight's
cooked sandwich. I told you, cooked sandwich.
Hot, so.
See, in this day and age, if you ain't bringing them Birkin bags and red bottoms, that ain't gonna cut it. And like Shorty just said, like she ain't struggling with nobody, bro. Like that ain't even.
But that's the vanity that the sisters are sucked up on, because that's what keeps the poor society thriving, because they spending all their money outside the neighborhood and their kids can barely read, and you go over their house, the house smell like corn chips and pickle juice, because I don't know, man.
Now let me ask you about that, because what would you say to a woman that's making her own money, that don't have no kids, that's not struggling, you know what I'm saying, that's really doing it for herself? When you can't come at certain women, like a lot of men come at all women. What do you say to the women that's doing it for themselves and that has worked hard not to struggle? You get what I'm saying? So they're not trying to pick no other person to struggle with, which is what I was talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I will say to that woman,
but
listen,
I've done the work. You get what I'm saying?
To you, and you in that position, the best advice I could give you is this. If you want a guy that's on that level that you've established yourself, right? And I don't care if you 25 to 45, because most women, not all, between the ages of 25 and 45, act the same and dress the same and look the same. Simple. Understand your skills that can keep y'all thriving in the home. Find out where you lacking that, because you shouldn't live with a man until you get married. You should be willing to come in at 110% and make sure because a man at a certain point, he's going to come in at 110% if he's married. Now, if he's out there in the streets, you should know that shit 6 months going into it, his ass is in the streets. Because a man that love you, he going to show up for your ass. He going to make sure all the bathrooms got toilet paper. He going to make sure everybody got enough toothpaste. We got enough quilts. The laundry's laundry. You got, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be 110% and have those conversations. And if you don't want to, if you want to just date until you find you better be the most feminine woman out there. You better put on a hell of a face and be nice to dudes that got that bread, because he ain't really looking at you if you got a mustache and you come in there broadening your shoulders and shit. He like, no, he ain't even gonna give you no sex. He gonna go to that girl that's half your age and be like, yeah, come on, I'm gonna give you a life. But you can live your life single, but you just gonna ride the carousel. But at some point, you don't want to be the 60-year-old woman in the club with the 30-year-old getting drugged in the bathroom, because that's all they're gonna take you to is the bathroom. They ain't gonna take you on no yacht or nothing. Put you in that 2-piece bikini with your sagging cheeks. They ain't gonna do all that. But if you doing your thing, do you want to be married?
You know, I'm gonna be honest. Listening to y'all are the perfect example of why I feel like we should go the other way.
What you mean the other way?
Because
what do you mean what?
I've been talking to these men all night, and they've been saying beautiful things. The minute somebody come in, you know what I'm saying, that they know, and I watched it happen. All of a sudden, they turn. You know what I'm saying? And I saw it happen.
You can't take her serious, Trey Ferg. She's colorist against sausages. She's colorist against sausages.
Work every time. And
So
they
what-
change.
She don't like her sausages canned.
So I want y'all to watch yourselves back and see what I'm talking about.
Nah. It's,
All right,
can I ask you?
I
Can
do.
I ask, let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you a question real quick.
Hold on. Because I want to make a point. I got to get to Simon, right? I'm not trying to be on here long. I got 10 minutes. Literally, I got 10 minutes. And I'm going to get my dinner and I'm going to bed. I'm doing my laundry. Right? Now, listen. Now, this is what I'm going to say just to what Uncle Ferg said and even what Evolution said, right? And I've tried to have a discussion with some women in my family, and some have heard and some have not. And if you haven't heard me, then you will have to live with the results of your life. Because when men speak about men's intentions and our thoughts, we're speaking about who we are as men. We're not speaking to you based on what we like or what we think or what may happen. I am telling you who men are and how we move. I'm a man. And if I'm telling you this based on love, with no intentions of me trying to sleep with you or be with you, and I'm telling you as a brother or as somebody who really cares about you, I'm telling you what it really is. Now, what women have to understand is this, right? If you date a man, right, who is really well-to-do and he has financial stability and he's doing well in life, because I used to be a man like this, he will have options, okay? And maybe you're option number 1, maybe you're number 2, maybe you're number 3, okay? Now, if some of you are lucky to be a Savannah James, right? Or you're lucky to be like Mrs. Washington, Denzel's wife, or Michelle Obama, then salute to you. But most of you are not going to be that, okay? If you're dealing with a man who's making a certain amount of money. You know what I mean? Because those women, you know what I mean? Those women, I would say, just based on looks, you know, how they act and everything else, those are 8 to 10s, right? Savannah James is an 8 to 10. You know what I mean? Michelle Obama is an 8 to 10. Denzel Washington's wife is an 8 to 10, right? And if you are not in that realm, then he will have options. If you are anything below an 8, he will have options. Okay? And even if you are 8 to 10, he probably will have options as well, depending on the man. Most men are going to be that. I'm just being real with you. You know what I mean? With all the women, not just you, Evolution. I'm not saying you out. I'm just talking as a man. And this is why I told one of my siblings, right? Just get you a regular guy. A regular guy who works hard. He could work at the post office. He could work at McDonald's. He can work whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just get you a regular guy. He may not make the money you may want him to make. His credit may not be where you want it to be. But he loves you. He's willing to work up from sun up to sundown for you and that family and for those kids. You better hold on to him like dear life. Because the ones you chasing, that's actually the fly nigga, because I'm going to just put it out there. The fly nigga that you chasing, right, is going to be a fly nigga. Fly niggas do fly nigga stuff. All right?
To be honest, Yeti's not telling these women to settle.
I know.
No. Evolution. No. Listen. Check me out.
Let Mr. Best finish real quick, though.
Like,
that's
let me land my plane.
No, it's not. Listen to what I'm saying.
Hold tight. Let the host speak. Hold on. Soak out the floor. Then we're going to get to Simon, man. We're going to let you say what you got to say. Go ahead, bro.
Listen, fly Negroes are fly Negroes, all right? I don't care if they broke or they got a lot of money. If it's a dude who's that dude that women are attracted to or they're able to get women, they're going to move a certain way. Y'all have to be understanding of that. You know what I mean? And when men are trying to pull you out the fire and tell y'all something, a lot of times women don't listen. But I'm going to tell you what. You know what's funny, though? You know what's funny? A real man like myself, I listen to women when they tell me stuff about women. Ain't that funny? Jesus Christ. If a woman tell me something about women's nature, I listen. I don't say anything because I don't know who women are. You know what I mean? So I'll go to Ruby Doll. I'll go to Evolution. I'll go to different women that I know, right? Personally and business-wise, and I ask them, hey, how do women think? Hey, what's going on? And they'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? And I actually will listen. But for some reason, modern women nowadays don't want to listen. And it baffles my freaking mind. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to get to my man Simon. So, Simon, I got a question for you, right? You know what I mean? Are you there, Simon? Hello? Okay, he there. So, Simon, you know, how does colorism, right, affect people in the UK? Like light skin versus dark skin. Is that a thing in the UK? Does it exist or it does not?
You really want to hear this?
Yes, I do.
Motherfucker, we text you.
motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Don't swing out on that branch.
What's going on, Sir Hector? Yes, man. Answer the question, Simon. Yes.
You call me motherfucker. Okay, cool. I'm just joking with you, Smee. I love you. No. Look, people have no understanding of what people have had to deal with in terms of like being black in the UK. Period. We have these discussions all day long about sort of like, you know, the debate on reparations and things like that, and like where, you know, certain people have got to in terms of like their blackness in the US and trying to understand like, you know, where they have come from. I get that to an extent, but no one's actually talking about how this actually works out in the rest of the world. This is why I appreciate Mr. Best, because like even bringing up that question, it's like no one really understands what we've actually gone through. Like I do still live amongst majority white people. I don't have the privilege of turning around and going, our black women look like this. I find that fascinating.
Hey, somebody mute. Whoever got that sound, mute.
I find it fascinating that you black brothers come on channels and go, our black women look like this. I really do. To an extent that it's like, you know, I'm like, okay, why are you doing that? You know, every time I sort of hop on a panel or something, it's like it's kind of interesting because it's like people be battling, but we look up to you. And I've said this on occasion. It's not going to be the first time I've said it. It's like we look up to you. You're the epitome of black culture. Everything that runs through the UK, it's not a white predicament. It's not an Asian predicament. It's a black predicament. You know. So you may not look at it right now like is in your face and it's you right now. But I guarantee you, my child is going to be looking up to what you're talking about right now. And you got to be accountable for that. That's where accountability comes in. Because it's like you, the thing is, where we got a bit misconstrued is like, understand what you're actually letting out of your mouth. And like, you know, that actually dictates history. One of the most best, I don't mean to rant on, but one of the most best Instagram videos I ever saw in my life was Stanley, Smitty, Intellectual. They had a whole conversation, man. That needs to be like captured. It was like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. These are the most like prevalent people you're ever going to be around. And sometimes that's why I don't even want to tune in, because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm worthy, to be honest. You take this at like short form, like, yo, bro, I don't know how this even happened. You know what I'm saying?
Simon, you're worthy. Simon, you're worthy.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, bro.
Yo,
Like,
bro, listen, bro.
Simon, love you, bro. You already know. Love you, man.
When I heard you speaking like Stanley, Jesus Christ, I was just like, I could have deaded my life a couple of years ago based on the fact that I was going through some crazy stuff. But an intellectual soapbox allowed me to get on his platform, and that's the only reason why I didn't do that. But yet, a year later, here comes Stanley.
Man, appreciate you, bro. Love you, man. You already know.
Love you,
already
Simon.
man.
So,
Love you,
yeah,
Simon.
man. I mean, yo, that's why I don't rock too tough, because it's like, yo, I'm just saying, like, you're gonna be with me forever anyway. So, and I hope that you understand what I mean. But I don't want to interfere with your channel and like whatever's going on. But I'm just saying.
No, you good, bro. You already know. You already know, man. Love you, man. You already know, dog. You definitely my dog for real.
You done that. You done that for me. You done that for me, man. I can't detract from that. You get what I'm saying? So I can appreciate what you're gonna do for other people. That's all it is. You know, because that's just not a talent. It's not a skill. That's extraordinary, man. Especially in this day and age. So shout out to you brothers on the platform. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I didn't want to detract, yo, man. But I just had to give my I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm just like, yo, man, this nigga's making me cry, man. Nigga,
you got it, fish and chips. You got it, fish and chips. About that yesterday. Hit the X, then tissue. X, then tissue. I no blowing up the nose on the panel.
Appreciate it. Fish and chips. I'm gonna order a Guinness. I'm gonna have some fish and chips. I'm gonna get some pie mash, all that stuff for you.
Some fingers.
Marcus, you're the same. I know, like, don't you get caught in my emotions. Stop. All right.
That came off a little bitter just now. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
See, ladies,
it's the best guy to go, so he gonna leave y'all bitter.
Real. Let's just be real with each other. That's what I'm saying, man.
Okay, we'll talk about it again.
All right, cool. Shout out. Bye. All right.
So okay, I don't know. I think Ruby just dropped down. So go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead. And then I think Mac is Marcus, Mac, and then Stan got a question, and then we out of here.
Are we doing final thoughts?
Nah, I thought you had something to say.
Oh no, I just saw you in the private chat. Say it was my turn, so I thought you were gonna ask a different question.
No,
I
no,
can take go. You want to take go?
No, you
Mac,
go ahead. You're good.
Go ahead, Mac.
So I was gonna so my thing like evolution, like you got real and women do this, like, because I have the same I'm getting to a point like I got it, trust me.
We got
Like
it,
what no Pete what Soap was like, because I really felt what Soap was saying earlier. Like, because I have these conversations too. I had these conversations with my sisters. I have conversations with black women that I genuinely love. And it's like the pushback from it is just like, no, I can't hear nothing you got to say. And like what I wanted to get about it is that, like, what you don't see is that what he was saying about the dude, like, what you looking for is a dude already made, like you want to go shopping for a dude. But if we talk about what the woman does in the man's life, let's talk about what Michelle Obama did for Barack Obama. She was making more than that dude. She was a named partner in that company, and she had to leave her practice so he could be the greatest free man in the world. So when you talk about and this is when women say, "Yo, I don't want to struggle with a dude," like it be little stuff with a regular dude. You're not dropping your practice. It's like, damn, love, can you?
Obama, so y'all can't even use that. Some of y'all
see that. Hold on. See, that's always the excuse. Hold on. Let me. No. Come on now. No. That's always the excuse. I'm not Stan. I'm not Smitty. I'm not Trey Ferg. I'm not Matt. I'm not Chris Tucker. I'm not Jerry Rice. I'm not none of these dudes. So you can't, like, all that's if that's all black women gonna do is throw you ain't all of these niggas, you ain't all of these broads either. So that's a back and forth. No, that's a back and forth waiting to happen. And if you want to throw down that gauntlet, yo, brother's just not having that no more. If that's the gauntlet you want to throw that, then that's gonna be the gauntlet, and we just never gonna be together. But it's like I said, what she did was go, and we okay with it too. So we
ain't got no issues. But
I agree. We got no issues.
Telling these women to settle.
Nobody told these women to settle. Fellas, which one of the guys on the panel told women to settle? Which one of the guys on the panel told women to settle? Committee, you told women to settle? Say Ferg, you told women to settle? Stanley, you told women to settle? Mac, you told women to settle? Nobody told women to settle. Nobody told women to settle. We told women to be realistic about the situation. We told women that the actual man that you looking for is on the other side of your commitment or something. I get it. I get all it. Listen, everything you say, like I get it. I feel it. Whatever trauma situation that is, I get it. But if black women want to get, hold on, see, like if black women want to get with us, and so we can move past this, you gotta work with us. And black women are not. Black women have said just what you. Black women have said just what you said. We not gonna work with y'all. So if you decide that you not gonna work with us, we decide we not gonna work with y'all, then it just ain't gonna be no working in the black community. It just ain't gonna be no working in the black community. And we okay with that, just like you okay with that. If you okay with it, we okay with it, and that's the way it's just gonna be. But don't ask these brothers when these brothers go outside of the community and do what they want to do. You see this whole time I'm talking and she talking. You see this whole time I'm talking and she talking. So you see this whole time. So when y'all brothers come at me, you see this whole time I'm talking and she talking.
Maverick, we've all gone through this with Brooke at least 5 times over, nigga. You new to this shit. That's why we letting you do what you doing.
Respect gotta go.
You know what she does, man.
Respect. See, but you can't listen. If my code works, I don't just say that's how we go. I get it fixed. Like, it can't go. Like, respect gotta go both ways. Respect gotta go both ways, bro. Respect gotta go both ways.
Everybody stop talking.
Respect gotta go both ways.
Oh, stop.
Everybody stop talking. Let my brother land his plane. He's talking. Let him land his plane. You know what I mean? Hold on. It's gonna go to him. Stan got his question, right? And then after that, I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say, Evolution. And then we going home.
But that's the problem, though. By the time we get back to you,
hey, she proved my point perfectly, bro. Hey, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta be up early. I gotta work that extra shift, y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. She proved my point exactly, bro. It's not going to end. It's not going to end. So when my whole point is this, bro. Y'all coming up, when you come at me, like pipe down. What it acts like is you're silencing me over that. You're silencing me over, and I'm not like as a man as I am. I'm not. It's not going to happen, bro. You want me to be quiet. You want me to be silent.
You talking
like I got like I'm making a point. So the whole So said you gonna get your chance to speak. So when he said you gonna get your chance to speak, what did I do? I piped down to that other one to speak because I gave that chance to speak because the supposed to be opportunity was gonna come for me to speak my piece. But then when times come for me to speak my piece, I don't get to speak my piece. So what is it, bro? So as a black man, you just supposed to sit down, shut up, and lead from the back. I don't lead from the back. That's how you lose. Black women want black men to lead from the back. I don't do it. I don't accept it. You can't do it. None of the Joe Biden bodyguards